game time. And you know me and my bros on the same time. No brakes, green light. No brakes, I got the green light. When you hit ons, know it's game time. And you know me and my bros on the same time. No brakes, green light. No brakes, I got the green. We gon' tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, yeah. We ain't going out, we ain't going into town, no. Money ain't the mission, no, we coming for the crown, yeah, we coming for the crown. If we going out, then we going out loud, eh. Putting on the show, young man, take a bow, eh. Even under pressure, they ain't never had doubt. But if we gon' do it, gotta do it right now.
All right. Welcome back, Giants fans. Welcome back to another edition of Giants Conversations. I am your host, NYG22, a.k.a. also known as Unpopular Opinion Sports. And, of course, joined today by the one and only Mr. Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports, giving you all that sports knowledge, man. And we here today to talk some Giants, though, man. But before I do so, on your way in, man, please hit that like button, man. You know, just tap it. No big deal. Tap the like. If you're not subbed, please subscribe to the channel. And if you are feeling the content, hit the notification bell so you get notifications anytime I'm going live or anytime I drop some of my unpopular opinions. But what's good with you, Coach, man? What's good, man? How you feeling today, brother? What's up with you?
I am magnificent as always, or try to be. So, I mean, just here to, give, just like you, give my unpopular opinions and talk a little bit about our Giants, no matter what. And, just have some good conversation, man. So, but how are you, bro? How's everything with you?
I'm good, man. Feeling pretty good. Woke up, rested today. Ready to get this day started. Got a lot going on today, of course. We doing Giants conversations, and of course later on today, Knicks basketball, Game 7. Game 7. Love Game 7s, man. It's gonna be a good one, man. It's gonna be a good one, y'all, man. So definitely locked into that, and I think the Nuggets and Wolves are playing Game 7 today too, right?
Yeah. There's 2 Game 7s right after the next Minnesota.
So 2 Game 7s today. So big day in sports, particularly for the New York area. But what's good with the chat, man? I see y'all in there, man. Crypto, what's up with you, bro, man? Appreciate you tapping in, man, as always, man. Same thing with you, Tommy. Appreciate you, man. Health and wealth to you too, brother. Jacob, what's good with you, man? Says, what up, fellas? Knicks need the dub, man. We gonna see. We gonna see if the Knicks can pull it out today. Pause. 2 Game 7s today. Copy that. And I want to now welcome to the show my bro, Big Pat Sports Talk, man. What's good with you, Pat?
What's going on, man?
Oh, man.
What up, Pat? The legend, the living legend in himself.
Tired.
Oh! She got you working like that, bro? Come on,
man. What? What's going on, Coach?
Yeah, hey, man. Just feeling good, bro. Just feeling good. So, ready to get this conversation rolling. So,
most definitely, man. We're going start off a little bit light. While we wait to get some people in here. So, New York Giants to be featured on the Hard Knocks, the off-season edition of yeah, I know how you feel about it. but the off-season edition of Hard Knocks, man, and there's a lot of fans excited about this. Excited about this. I'm kind of partial to it. I see a win for me as a content creator, but I also see some of the negativity that could come out of this. You know what I'm saying? Getting behind the scenes with the Giants organization, a notorious organization that's kind of low key, that likes to keep things, close to the vest, so to speak. But 19 seasons, they ducked it, and they finally caught up with them. So, I think it's a requirement that all NFL teams have to do it at some point. So here we are. But this is the off-season edition, and it's going to show what went on this off-season. Of course, we all know the Wink Martindale situation, the Saquon Barkley situation with and McKinney to a degree, although it wasn't as bad with McKinney. You have the drafting of Malik Neighbors. You have the trading of Brian Burns, and so on and so forth. So the question, so to speak, in my opinion, is this a good thing for the Giants, or is it a bad thing? So I'll turn it over to Coach because I know Coach
Yeah, I want to hear what Coach got to say.
has his unpopular opinion on the subject, man. So Coach,
Mm-hmm.
man, talk to me, man. How you feel about the Giants being on Hard Knocks? Good or bad?
I've hated the Hard Knocks concept from the beginning. So it's like, for me, it's like you got a girlfriend and she going around telling your business. And I mean, that's really how I see, because you're pulling back the curtains on. Now I know they're going to control it with some of the information,
Mm-hmm.
but you can't always. Cause the Giants can't really control what those producers and everyone does when they go into editing, take the information, and put out the final project. They may end up saying, "I don't like it," but you know what? The NFL says, "Oh yeah, go ahead, let's roll with it." So I get it. The fans want the information. You want to see everything, and I get it. And I'm not begrudging everyone else. Me, I don't watch it. I don't follow it. Because I don't want to know what's going on in somebody else's bedroom. In a sense, that's how I just look at it. And maybe I'm being too harsh. But and I know it's supposed to be like reality TV, but you know,
Yeah.
if you're smart, and everybody in the NFL, let's be honest, they're smart. You can decipher information. Even little things as how a coach sets up his game plans, or its strategies, so on and so forth. So, and that's me being a coach. I don't want the other side to know. Get my,
But this is hold
what
up
I
real
get.
quick, cause this the off season version, so they're not.
I
I
get
don't
it.
think they're gonna be getting into coaching strategies and different things
Can't
like
hide
that. I
it.
don't think.
You can't hide it. There's just little things you may not really do, like sitting down and have meetings and give every little thing, but you're going to pick up. How many times do we, as content creators, go through and dissect every little thing? And
Mm-hmm.
you don't think that they do that too? And then, well, they did this, they traded for this, they did this. So now I'm sitting here looking at, well, if they did this, this, and this, and now I see this, this, and this on Hard Knocks, I'm just going to start putting the pieces to the puzzles together. You're not going to have the full picture. I get it, but I am coach, and that's the whole thing. Is I give you the information I want you to know. That's really how I am in everything in my life. I really do. I give you and there's a lot of things I keep to myself, and that's just me. I mean, and I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But y'all go ahead. Y'all got it. Go ahead. Take it.
Nah, that's fair, man. That's fair, Coach, man. And I understand that, but again, this is the off-season version of this, and to me, it's gonna be more about what the and to your point, does Dable and Shane and them want to really know how they operate? Because again, the Giants in recent years have been able to keep things kind of, low key, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? As opposed to Dave Gettleman era where we all knew what they were doing beforehand. You know what I'm saying? So that could be a negative, to your point, that could be a negative aspect to where now we kind of getting keys to how they want to draft, what players they looking at.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of some of the strategy here, man. But I'm gonna get Pat's opinion on this real quick. Couple comments in the chat, man. Coach Dave, what's up with you? Says if they don't mention at all this offseason the QB research and trade talk, the show has no credibility. Well, we'll see if they get into them wanting to trade up for Drake May and some of the things that they were doing during the draft. We will see. But again, the Giants are going to do their best, knowing John Mara, to kind of control what's being shown on this show. They can't control the narrative because the
Mm-hmm.
narrative is going to be the narrative. The narrative is what HBO is going to be able to control, but they can control to a degree what's being shown.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy says Wink Dable beef. Yeah, I think that's the number
That
one
that.
thing that the
Mm-hmm.
people are looking for. They like the drama.
Yeah, they like the toxicity.
But Pat, man, what's your thoughts on this whole Hard Knock situation?
I'm I understand where coach is coming from. You really don't want people to know your draft strategy. That's for a fact.
Mm-hmm.
If people
Mm-hmm.
know your draft strategies and how you think about the draft, it's a wrap. That's why we
Hmm.
had to get rid of all those rats
Yeah.
that was in the building. Um, I think this is I think it's just a money thing, man. I wonder how much money Mara is making off this because it really doesn't make any sense. And he's never been a fan of Hard Knocks. He's always
Mm-hmm.
came out and said he never liked the idea of Hard Knocks, and so I believe they had to offer him a pretty good penny to do this. Is it a smart thing to do? Um, maybe Mara and that building's feel a little bit of pressure to, give the fans something to cheer about. I guess maybe that has come into play. They haven't given the fans a lot to cheer about in the past 11, 12 years. So maybe this can calm them over for this season. I don't know. What I do know is that I don't want to know the draft strategy. I don't want to know the draft strategy. Not like this. Not like aired over the air.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
If I was to know the
Man,
draft strategy, I
we
would
got a
want to be
little
in the
bit of an
middle.
idea of how they operate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me,
we did.
me
We talked about
personally, I
it.
get how they operate because I
Mm,
study habits. I study people's
mm,
tendencies, and those tendencies got me. We almost predicted the first three picks, so
Mm-hmm.
it. I've never actually watched the full Hard Knocks. I've never.
I haven't either,
The
honestly.
closest I came to it was the one with Miami when Ocho Cinco got released from the Dolphins and JJ Watt and the Texans first Hard Knocks. Other than that, I haven't watched that, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So, am I excited about it? No. Am I
Mm-hmm.
totally down on it? No. I guess it's good for content. I guess I don't know,
That's how I'm
but
looking at it.
yeah, everybody and their mama know if you were smart, that Malik Neighbors was the pick. If they
Mm-hmm.
couldn't trade up and get a quarterback, which I don't see why you would give up that many assets to draft Drake May. I promise you, he's he's not that good to me, man. And I knew it was going to be a receiver because hell, you got Daniel Jones on a contract for at least another year. Let's see what he can do with the offensive line and the receiver. That's what the smart thing would do because if this guy turns out to be what we think he is, we winning. We're paying this dude almost 15 million less than what he's supposed to be paying if he turns out to be elite. So it is what it is, man. I know you don't like the guy, and I don't even want to mention him, but he's here for one more year.
Mm-hmm.
And if he doesn't pan out and we have an offensive line and a receiver for the next quarterback, great. I don't
Mhm.
understand the logic of these people's thinking, man.
Eugene says it's the New York sports team effect. Something is brewing with our teams. The Giants are no different. This draft is just the beginning. Century red, baby. That's a good comment because you are starting to see, me and Coach, we covered New
Mm-hmm.
York sports, heart of the city, Tuesday 8:30. You're starting to see this some of the effect, and I was having a conversation with somebody over the phone about what style like New Yorkers see. New York is a blue collar town, believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to their sports. When New York teams are good, usually it's due to what? Their defense, primarily. Now you're seeing it with the Knicks. You seen it back in the '90s with the Knicks. You seeing it now with the Giants. You seen it. You see the Giants building a good defense. You seen it back when we was winning Super Bowls. The Giants were led primarily by their defense. So with the Yankees, the '90s Yankees, the Yankees used to be a blue collar team. The Yankees used to bunt, steal bases. Derek
Mm-hmm.
Jeter, Bernie Williams, and those guys. Those guys weren't no superstar players like that. You know what I'm saying? Derek Jeter, but you talking about Bernie Williams, Paul O'Neill, Jim Leyritz, guys like that. It was a blue collar team. So I like this comment right here, man, because New Yorkers always certain fan base, certain part of the fan base wants the star power, but that's not how our teams have ever been built like that. You get your stars here and there, but primarily it's been overall good, solid team.
We're at our worst when we have somebody that the league is clamoring over. I promise you it is. Odell Beckham.
Ooh, what's good with you?
Odell
Appreciate you tapping
Beckham.
in, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, Odell Beckham. We were at our worst when he was doing his thing. Everybody in the league loved him, but we were ass. Same thing with Barkley. Everybody in the league loves him. Oh, Barkley's the best ever. He's this, he's that. We were ass. And the one season
the Knicks with Melo.
Yeah.
Right, coach?
Getting their butts whooped with Melo. Bro, y'all looking for star power, man. I'm not finna start it. I'm not finna start it with Coach Dave. The whole quarterback thing.
Good with you?
The whole quarterback thing is about star power.
It is.
It's about having a guy on a team that the league and the media loves, and now you get to cheer for him. It's about star power. If it was really about winning, we would be talking about the whole team, not just the quarterback. We talk about the whole team, not just one position.
I do think the Knicks win Game 7 tonight. I had them. I predicted that.
I think they do.
I predicted that. Before this, before it started, Knicks in 7.
The Knicks in 7.
Yeah, I said the Knicks was gonna win the 7 because nobody can win a home game in this series.
If Evan Miller next all pro team.
Nobody can win a road game in this series. Evan makes an all pro team. Yeah, we pretty damn good.
We good money. If he does that, yeah, I will gladly come up here and apologize to Mr. Evan Neal.
Thanks. We know that ain't finna happen.
Yeah, Imam. Blue collar, hence the name Big Blue. Right. Nobody's looking for star power. People just want to win. Well, you can't tell it. You really can't. Because if they wanted to win, it wouldn't be so much about the quarterback. Defense wins championships. Correct. And that's what we try to say. That's what we try to tell you guys. Timothy Frith back, better than ever.
Right.
Monster trade. Should the Giants trade Daniel Jones to the Raiders for Devontae Adams, a 25 third and fourth round pick, a 26 third and fifth rounders, and name Tommy DeVito their starting quarterback over Drew Lock? With respect, Timothy, no. I don't think the Raiders would make that deal anyway. Even if the Giants wanted to go that route.
That deal is ignorant.
No, it's about having a guy that's good. Well, good don't mean winning. Dan Marino was great, never won.
Right.
You know what
All
I'm saying? So you can't equate one with the other. You know what I mean?
Drew Brees won shit before he went to the Saints and that Sean Payton.
What's good with you, Miz? Link is in the chat, Big Blue Crew chat, if you want to pop on. Mosley, salute. What's good with you, bro? Salute. But again, it ain't all about winning with some of these fans. It's about the star power, and that's why Hard Knocks is one of these things that people enjoy because they want the drama, that they want to be talked about in the media on ESPN. They want this attention that's not necessarily good attention. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, the Giants have always been good, and I say it every time, when we're picked to be bad. We've always been that team that when we are at our best is when we are, underestimated. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way to put it, when we're underestimated. And I see most of the fan base right now underestimating this team.
I just think that there's a lot of BS with the fans. There's a lot of BS with these fans. Oh, we just want somebody that's actually good. We just want to win. No, you want to cheer for the quarterback that everybody loves, and it's obvious. It's obvious. You want people like Justin Herbert. He never won anything. He's won less playoff games than the quarterback that he actually had. He just puts up stats and he's beloved in the media. I don't care about that, bro. That is true too, Iman Perry. That is very true too. If you read his last comment, don't really want to jump into that, but that is very true, bro.
Big Pat. Low standards and sensitivity are the keys to happiness, right? They want a black quarterback. I will say this. I think a portion of the fan base does, and I honestly think a portion of the fan base would prefer a quarterback that looks like Eli Manning. That's just being real with you. So I'm not going. I gotta be fair. You know what I'm saying? Those that want a black quarterback, I don't think is right, and those that want a quarterback that look like Eli Manning, I don't think is right either. Just pick the quarterback that's best for the organization. And it might be Daniel Jones. I know y'all don't want to hear it, but it might be that the New York Giants just want somebody that's going to kind of do things the way they want things done. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is keeping things close to the vest. They don't like a lot of attention stirred up in the media. That's why we talking about Hard Knocks. This is why they've been ducking it for so long. You know, they don't like that. They like to fly under the radar. They like low-key shit. Which is why, to Pat's point, we never really win when we get this star power. Too much attention. Too much pressure. That's just my opinion, though. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's part of it, but it's not the only part of it. Because the Giants fan base is so split right now on damn near everything that I really feel like, yeah, there's a portion of the fan base that wants a colored quarterback, and there's a portion of the fan base that wants somebody who looks like Eli Manning. That's just what it is, what it is. I don't care.
I don't care about what the quarterback looks like. His skin color, nothing. My whole oral deal this whole time is protect the damn quarterback. No matter who he is, give him somebody to throw to and protect him for a little while and see what he can do.
Look, I'm gonna say this, man.
I
don't care if you go to Pluto and get a quarterback up there with 1,000 arms. If he can come down here and produce on the football field, we can be a complete team, not just one player, a team, and we winning championships. That's all that matters to me. And if it's Joe Schmo black quarterback, Joe Schmo white quarterback, Joe Schmo Asian quarterback, I don't care. Does he produce? Period. We're all going to have our opinions. Every last one of us of who we think it is. Bottom line is, get the motherfucker in here, excuse my language, coach his ass up, get him out there on the field, and produce. And if he ain't the one, get his ass out of here quick. Thank you.
You got it, Pat.
I mean, how the fuck you gonna know what your quarterback is if you don't have nothing in front of him and you don't have him a number one target to throw to?
Well,
people are goofy.
Coach Dave, we know where your stance is on the New York Giants. But again, if the Giants are winning and the quarterback is Daniel Jones, are you mad?
Yeah, he is.
Because, see, to you, it's not about winning. To you, it's about political shit, which is fine. But that ain't football talk, bro. That's deeper issues. But I'm not going to go there today because we got a lot to get into. But I'm going to finish up the comments and then we're going to move on. Giants never take chance on second round guys or thugs either. Hey, would you want a thug running your football team? I mean, I don't care what there's white thugs, there's black thugs, there's Spanish thugs. You know what I'm saying? So doesn't matter. I don't think John Mara would want Baker Mayfield or Johnny Manziel or a quarterback like that. That's a little more flashy. So it ain't about race. You know what I'm saying? If this is the guy that, if he doesn't want particular image, you know what I mean? That can be any color quarterback has a swag. You know what I'm saying? So if John Mara just wants a button-up quarterback, that's his preference. I want a green quarterback. Yeah, me too.
That's it.
Howard Cross. Yeah, he said Howard Cross. Chopped and Screw says, y'all can answer this while I finish up the comments. If you fix the offensive line, you fix Daniel Jones. Agree or disagree?
That was Charles Cross's take. He did say if you fix the offensive line, you can fix DJ. I mean, man, that's been proven true for a lot of quarterbacks. You put them with a good offensive line, they look mid. But you put them in the right system and a good offensive line, they turn out to be pretty good. So I don't know. I would just like to see it. What can he do with a good offensive line and a number one receiver? And we may be able to see that this season. And if we have a good offensive line and we have a receiver and he still sucks, guess what? He's gone. And the next quarterback comes in that may be better than Daniel Jones, and boom, there you go. You got something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Crypto says you can't even evaluate the skill positions without decent O-line.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. I've always preached this. I've always said the offensive line. I get the quarterback. The quarterback is the face. He's the captain out there in the field and everything. But it's not the most important position.
What's good? What's your ghost?
What's up, go? It's the
You
offensive
can call
line.
it the most important position, but he's also the most dependent.
Exactly.
Everybody has to do their jobs in order for the quarterback to look good. I don't care who the quarterback is.
Exactly.
Aaron Rodgers. Go ahead, Coach.
No, go ahead. Finish. I thought you were done. Go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
Aaron Rodgers with those same receivers over there with Green Bay looked like absolute dog water because the offensive line wasn't up to par, and he didn't have a rhythm with those new receivers. But they learned after that season. Jordan Love came in, who they had more chemistry with because they were working with Jordan Love exclusively. They hit it off because the offensive line started blocking well. Like, I don't understand these cats, man. They act like the quarterback's the end all be all. That's not true. He's the facilitator. Everybody else has to do their job in order for him to be good. And that's a fact. The scheme, the offensive line, the receivers, the running backs, everybody.
Trade Nacho for what, a hot dog?
Right.
Oh, man.
Hold up. I'll wait till you get there. Yo, first and foremost, I ain't a company man because they ain't paying me not a goddamn, excuse me, Lord, they ain't paying me not a cent. So I can't be a company man. I'm giving my opinion. You give your opinion. I respect your opinion. You don't like my opinion, fine, that's cool. But I'm not a company man because the Giants are not putting money in my pocket. I hate stuff like that. I really do, guys. I really do.
No, I agree with you, Coach. Talk about, and I see this is where like people on these apps need to learn how to toe the line, man. Look, we're not getting paid by the Giants. It does not help me at all to, say stuff just to defend the Giants. I've been the one person that has called out John Mara, I think, more than anybody in the Big Blue Crew. So you can't come up here and make these type of statements, man. You just spitting nonsense because you don't want us to come up here and say the Giants are racist and just say all this outlandish shit that you think. That's why you saying shit like that. And that's not fair. But I'm going to move on because I'm not going to make my show about this. We 30 minutes in, and we need to talk some goddamn Giants football. So let's get into it, man. Now, moving on from the Hard Knocks situation. Where my pen is at? we want to get into win-loss predictions because the Giants released their schedule, and there's people out there, on the negative side. There's people out there on the positive side, but I do have some takeaways from this schedule. Now,
Hold on, and
let me.
before you go there,
Go ahead.
before you go there, yo, G Nation, Lou, 11-6, 11-6. You on your shit? All right, go ahead, bro.
But yeah. So, TP, I see you, man. I see y'all in the chat. John Blaze was good. Thomas General was good. Jay Lay, what's good with you, bro?
Hey,
Rico, what's good with you? All right, win-loss record predictions. So let me share my screen so we can look at the schedule. Here it is. All right, cool. All right, so a couple things about this schedule that I noticed. First thing is the Giants have 9 home games. The Giants have 9 home games, and the reason is because of the odd schedule. So you're gonna have more home games than road games, and I think they alternate it. So like one year you'll have an extra home, one year you'll have an extra road game. So that's good news. The Giants technically have 8 road games, but here's the outlander, so to speak, because that one game is in Carolina. You know what I'm saying? That one game, you got one game in Carolina. I mean, not in Carolina, but against Carolina, that's going to be in Germany. My bad. So you got one game in Germany. So that's a neutral site. So technically, you only have 7 road games where you're going into, hostile environments, so to speak, in other team stadiums. That's good too. 4 nationally televised games, technically 3 primetime games, but I consider Thanksgiving a primetime game, so on Thanksgiving. So that's the other thing. And you also are playing the AFC North and the NFC South. So those are the kind of takeaways here now before we get into the win-loss. Miz, what's good with you? You there? Are you muted? All right. We'll wait on you. But so we're gonna go down the lines, game by game. Want to talk about each game, kind of look at the teams. See how we might match up against the teams on this schedule. So in the way I kind of look at this schedule, y'all, before I go win loss, is if the Giants can win 6 of these 9 home games, 2 of the 7 true road games, and then the 1 in Germany, that's 9 wins. That's an easy.
You guys hear me?
To not, yeah, we can hear you now.
I don't hear nothing.
You don't hear us?
Hold on.
But that's an easy road to 9 victories here. So, people on this 4-12 crap, let's break it down, y'all.
What's up?
You hear us now?
Yeah, what's going on, guys?
What's up,
Miz?
Miz?
What's up?
Miz?
How are you?
What's good, bro? Ghost says I think we can get 8, 9, 7, and 9. 8, 9 and 8, 7 and 10 and 7. When the Giants win their first game, they generally have a good season. Yeah, I do notice that. Crypto definitely starting off 2-0. We go 8-1 at home. That's bold. That's unpopular. Daniel Jones, comeback player of the year, another unpopular one. But it can happen. It really do, man. I really think this is gonna be one of those years where they shit on us the most and we surprise some people. Jay Lay says the pants of the helmet. We're gonna talk about the unis too here a little bit later. Where it happens in the end. Yep. Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. Christopher Tony, what's good with you? Yes, hit that like button. The Giants are undefeated overseas. That's another thing. One thing I don't like about the schedule is they have to travel for their last 3 games.
No, they don't.
Nah, they got the Colts at home on that game. Dropping by like that. What's good with you, Jay? Chris Tony says 8 to 10 wins. All right, let's break it down, y'all. So game 1, Minnesota Vikings. Now, of course, it could be Sam Darnold, could be J.J. McCarthy starting. You still got Jettas. You still got Addison. Still got Hockenson. You got I think Aaron Jones is over there now. We beat the Vikings, of course, in the playoffs a couple years ago. And the way I look at this game is kind of like Jay put it in the chat. When the Giants usually have a home game to start, especially a non-division home game, it usually plays in their favor. And the way I kind of look at this is I think the Giants' defense could possibly be the best unit on the field in that game. And to me, because it's better than the Vikings' defense, you know, and I think our defense, given what the Vikings have at quarterback, can really, you know, at least, I don't want to say dominate, but at least control, you know, Jay Jettas and those skill position players from going crazy in this game. You know what I'm saying? So, but Sam Darnold starting, of course, game 1. I always feel like defenses are ahead of offenses in the NFL, usually the way it works, you know. So, you know, concerns about the Giants' offensive line is going to be there. Concerns about the quarterback's going to be there. Concerns about, you know, how these receivers look in game 1 are going to be there. But, again, Giants' defense should be able to control this game and help the Giants get the dub here. So, I got this 1-0. Coach.
Mm-hmm.
How you feeling about game 1? It's good.
I mean, it's a great opportunity for the team to jump out to a great start of the season. You know, if we do, number one, the quarterback play for them is going to be an issue. We're coming in; they really don't know our defensive scheme, so you know, you try to figure out because of the DC, because of the players, and what we're going to do, but you don't know how the defense is going to play. Now, you know. Can our front line poke holes in their offensive line, you know, and get pressure on their quarterback? Can we make Sam Darnold see ghosts if he's the starting quarterback back there? Can we, you know, make sure that Jefferson doesn't become a major problem? You know, yeah, he's going to get his numbers, but don't make it elite numbers. You know, if you keep him in the, you know, 60 to 80 yards and no touchdowns or maybe one touchdown, you'll have a chance. And then.
He's saying they go to Atlanta, so they travel, go home, travel, then go to Philly, travel. That's what he's mentioning. But go ahead, Coach.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, you know, to me, yes, I'm thinking it's going to be a win to start out the season. To be honest with you.
Okay, Pat, what's good with you? How you feeling about game 1? You can just do win-loss if you don't want to get into the analysis. I'll do the analysis because I made a short video how I felt about it, but you know, I told people that we would get a little more in depth here.
Is Pat there?
Pat, you might have stepped out. Miz, how you feeling about the game 1 versus Minnesota?
Yeah, I think, like we said yesterday, I think the Giants have to win that game. That's a home game. Their defense should be the strongest unit on the field, or anyway, their defense, the Giants, they're gonna have to lead us. So, I don't know who the Vikings quarterback is. You guys are saying Sam. I think the Giants have to win that home game. You want to start the season off like the last 2 years. The first game kind of set the tone for the season both years. So, you win this Viking game. You know, because that next week you play a division game on the road. So, I mean, listen, you got to win your home game. I think home games is important. So, Giants have to find a way to win this game, and I think the defense can win them the game. That's how I feel. It's not going to change when we get there. I know it's what is it? The line is a 1 point, so they think it's going to be close.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This game kind of reminds me. I'm glad you said set the tone for the season because you remember in 2022 that comeback win against Tennessee set the tone. And then we were pretty much that was our identity that year. It was gritty, gutty comeback wins. Last year, of course, we got smoked and the offense looked like crap, and that was our identity for the entire season, getting smoked and the offense looking bad. So, yeah, you're right, man. I'm glad you said it that way. You're exactly right. This game is going to set the tone for the rest of the season. So, moving on, Washington, week 2. Now, the Commanders, of course, will be starting Jaden Daniels, I would assume. And they got some pieces, you got Scary Terry over there, of course, Dotson. They got a couple pieces over there on their offense. The problem with Washington is, and we're going to talk a little bit more about the NFC East too. The problem with Washington is their offensive line is not good. It just ain't good, and they're being coached by our former offensive line coach, Bobby Johnson. So, again, left tackle, Cornelius Lucas. Left guard, Nick Algretti. Tyler Battis from Dallas. He's decent. Sam Cosme and Andrew Wiley at right tackle. And, of course, they drafted Ben Sinnott, picked up Zach Ertz at tight end. And Eckler at running back. They got Eckler, they got Bijan. So they have some pieces there. I'm not gonna shit on them like it's just a rollover game. But typically, when we play Washington, that's exactly what we do. We just win. Doesn't matter if it's Daniel Jones or Tommy DeVito playing quarterback. This is a team that we have their number, so to speak. Now, people might say this year be different. Again, game 1 or game 2, rookie quarterback, it's going to take them a while to get going, if they get going at all. So I like the Giants in this one as well. I got it 2-0, Coach.
Yeah, I figure we'll win that game.
Miz.
Yeah, I think I'm a little worried about that game because I think that Washington's an improved team. I don't know much about their O-line, so I'm going to believe you. But I think it's a new regime, a new organization. I think it's like a rejuiced team, so I'm expecting them to come out and play football this year. I know they got the rookie quarterback, and it's going to take them time.
Marshall.
So I'm a little worried about that game. I really don't know what way that game goes. I just feel like we've been beating them up for so long that they're kind of gonna circle us and try to, make a point to themselves. Like we can't let the Giants come in here and beat us like they have every single year. So, but I don't know. And to me, that game is a 50-50. Honestly, I like to see what happens week 1 with the two teams, So I don't know much. I stand in the middle on that. I do think we're going to split with Washington this year somehow. So,
well, Coach Dave, the newest member of the Washington Redskins, no, Daniel Jones owns Washington. He's 5-1 against him. So, whatever.
Right. Yeah, no. The Giants own Washington, to be honest.
Well, yeah, he seems to think Dan Quinn is going to make a difference. Remember, Dan Quinn is a failed head coach. Dan Quinn did good in Dallas because he didn't have to worry about the team. He could focus on the defense. Dan Quinn, in my opinion, unpopular as it may be, is more suited for a defensive coordinator position than a head coach. But we shall see what happens in Washington. The Redskins got a bunch of retreads and Jaden Daniels. Yeah, their O-line is worse than ours. Thank you, Jay. That's what I'm trying to tell people. But people don't. The O-line ain't important. Just get that quarterback. Yeah, right, y'all. Yeah. All right. Moving on. Pat, you with us? Still not there. All right, we'll check back later. But Cleveland, at Cleveland, 1 p.m. September 22nd. This game here, I'm a little worried about. He ain't gonna lie to you. This game here, I'm a little worried about. Reason being is, if the Giants' offense is improved, I don't know how improved it'll be by week 3. And I don't know if they can really handle the defense that Cleveland's going to put out there on the field. You know, so again, like I mentioned about in the Minnesota game, how the Giants defense could be the best unit on the field. The Cleveland defense is more than likely going to be the best unit on the field in this game. And while Deshaun Watson, is not, he hasn't looked good. It hasn't really mattered because Cleveland can throw me out there at quarterback and probably still get the job done. Just because their overall team is so solid. Offensive line, defensive line, they got receivers, they got an all-pro running back, they have a pass rush, and they have corners. Ain't too many holes on the team other than the quarterback. So this is a tough game right here. If I'm going to pick it now, I'm going to give this one an L. Coach.
Yeah, Cleveland is definitely going to be tough, especially first and foremost, you're playing in an environment that's going to be extremely hostile. It's one of the most hostile fan bases that's out there. And, just like you said, the defense is one of the top ones in the league. And, yeah, that's interference. And offensively, they play true to their system. So everyone understands their role and they play it very well. So, again, I'm with you. I'm not highly confident the Giants are going to come away victorious. So, if I'm going to put a percentage on it, I'm going to keep it probably honestly no more than 10%, 10% chance of them winning this game.
Got you. Pat, what's your thoughts on this game right here with Cleveland?
I'm with y'all, man. That matchup of Garrett against Evan Neal, that is scary.
Woo.
That defensive line of theirs could wreak havoc in this game. And they have a very good secondary as well. Linebackers are pretty doggone good too. So you gotta hope that Deshaun Watson still ain't getting his massages. And he's out there playing like a bum, and our defense can, level out the game. Because if their offense is putting up points with Amari Cooper, they just got somebody else over there too. Was it Jerry Jeudy?
Yeah, I think so. I know they did get a. Let me look it up real quick. Let's look. Cleveland. Okay, so the. A little slow here. All right. Yeah, I think. Okay, here it is. Yeah, they got Jerry Jeudy, Elijah Moore, Amari Cooper, Cedric Tillman.
Yeah, Elijah Moore came from the Jets. Cedric Tillman was a draft pick last year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not too afraid of their receivers.
They got Njoku too. Don't forget about him.
Yeah, that's what I was getting to. But as far as their receivers, I'm not really scared of them. But Njoku, we're gonna have to bracket Njoku in that game. I don't believe we have a guy that's going to guard him one-on-one, which is for a lot of teams in the league. I don't think there's a lot of teams in the league that can guard Njoku one-on-one. So,
good man cave.
If we can limit the Browns to like maybe 17 points in that game, we have a chance. So I think our defense will have to show out in that game for us to win. But I'm calling that one an L myself.
Yeah.
Just based off what you see on paper right now, who knows how everybody would turn out? But based off paper, you got to give them an L right here.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I think it's an L too. Let me get to a couple comments, catch the chat up.
They go
Bobby Johnson
wings
gonna coach
on.
the hell out them boys. Yeah, he gonna coach the hell out of them boys. DJ has to manage to keep it close, and I think he can do that. He'll be able to duck and dodge dirt. Yep, Jaden Daniels, yeah, running. He gonna have to run. Then Quinn, his defense straight up quits when he gets
Oh
rough, and
my
they never step
gosh.
up.
I didn't see that fucking calling.
I'm not confident Jaden Daniels. Yeah, I think Jaden Daniels is gonna struggle
No, this was a step up.
initially.
If you don't put the right system around him, he's gonna struggle. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Lemar, what's good with you? Appreciate you coming through.
Maybe that too high.
All right, so game 4 at home. Oh, let me get Miz. Miz, what's your thoughts on the Cleveland game?
Same thing. To keep it short, I think it's gonna be a low scoring Browns win. I think I could see it because historically, even though it has nothing to do with history, the Giants play a lot of low scoring games in Cleveland. If you go back and look at a lot of their games, but I could see the Browns winning this game 19 to 16, something like that. I think that the Browns defense will do what it has to do to win the game. Cleveland's a good home team.
Man free.
Yeah, and then I heard OG Anunoby's supposed to play. So it's good news for the Knicks. Yeah, they're going RG3 him. That's what I'm afraid of, Iman. And I like the kid. Jaden Daniels was my number 1 quarterback in this draft, but that ain't a good situation for him. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be scrambling like it's a Sunday morning. Y'all crazy.
Well, it ain't, but to be fair, it ain't the same people in Washington anymore. It ain't the same owner. It ain't the same, GMs.
I get it, Miz, but we just talking about strictly on the field. They don't have a good O-line, and their O-line coach is awful. So you got to protect that kid. You can't just have him running out there like they did RG3 and end up getting hurt and mess his career up. That's my concern. If I'm a Commanders fan, that would be my concern. How can they protect him? You know what I'm saying? How can they? Because the kid's got skills. I ain't knocking him, bro. I told you he was my number 1 quarterback. But it's going to be a rough road, man, if they can't protect him. I just gave you their offensive line. It ain't good.
You got to protect them with a run game. That's how you do it.
Yeah, I agree. We'll see if they commit to that. But moving on. Dallas, Thursday at MetLife, 8:15. I'm mad at the NFL for this shit, man. Every year they set us up with these Cowboy games. Now we got coming off a short week. On the even though we playing at home, where it's a short week, and against a team, very good defensive team, you're probably gonna get beat up in that game. Even if you win. I don't like this matchup. I've been kind of flopping on who to pick in this game, and I really hate to do it. I don't think we win this game again. Like you said about Myles Garrett, this might be the game Evan Neal gets benched. If he can't help, with Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence, who has pretty much ate his lunch since he got to the NFL, I don't see this being a good matchup. Now, again, if you flip it though, Cowboys offensive line is going to look different this year. So if our defensive line can get pressure to Dak Prescott and turn them back into Whack Prescott, then I think we will have a good shot in this game. I just don't like how we match up against Dallas. I don't like the matchup. But, Coach.
Yeah, I'm with you in terms of being a toss up. But for some reason, I feel like that's a game we're going to win. I know it's coming off of a short week, but same with Dallas. They're coming off of a short week too. So,
I'm
so
curious to who they have before this game. Somebody want to type it in the chat
let me
or pull that up for me.
see.
I got a bunch of tabs open. So
No, I got you. I'm trying to see now. That would be week 3.
it's a
Do we
new
have the
regime.
schedule?
Yeah. But when we say that about the Giants, it's same old Giants. So I don't want to hear that new regime shit. Because when I say that about my Giants, it's it's gonna be
And
the
Coach
same.
Dave is proving what he is in the chat right now. You're a fan of a player. You're not a fan of the team. You're just a fan of a player. That's what you are.
Period. Week
Don't
1,
come on
week
here talking team
2, week
organization
3.
stuff when you're just a fan of a player. Like I said before, you just want the media hyped quarterback to root for. And that's what you're proving right here in the text in the chat. That's what you're looking for.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a
I
minute.
like what Tommy says
I
Washington
think
has Johnson. That's like Judge to the Patriots. Yeah, y'all glossing over that old line stuff. Like y'all, that shit just went over
oh,
y'all's head. He got Jake
Dallas.
Daniels in new team.
Here you go.
Go ahead.
Dallas has Baltimore that Sunday, and they're
Ooh.
playing them at 4:25 too. So they got a
Ooh.
primetime game Sunday afternoon that day.
I might have to reconsider.
Now they are hosting Baltimore, so I will say that. I mean, if the bottom team is if the team the way they have it linked, I guess it is. Hold on, let me click on it. Is this in Dallas? Yeah, it's in Dallas. So yeah, they're hosting
Yeah,
that.
Cave. We're not. He's not a Giants fan anymore. He's a Washington Redskin commander, condom, commodore, whatever you call
Man,
that
that
team
man's
over
a
there.
Jaden Daniels fan. A fan of the damn
Uh-huh.
team, bro. That man's a Jaden Daniels fan. He's a man fan. That's
He's
what
a
he is.
man fan. You're back crazy. Oh man, he says he might switch to ATL when Penix gets on the field. Good job. All right.
Telling you, just
Mids.
going for any quarterback that you think is cool.
No, Pat. Yeah, Pat. What's your thoughts on this Dallas game? Let's get through
The
the schedule first.
only thing I'm worried about that Dallas game is if we go to Cleveland, we get banged up playing against them, a tough defense, and then we got to come right off of playing them a short week,
It's
and
the
then we're
same.
going home. We're going home, which is not a huge flight from Ohio, but I mean, it is what it is, man. Those Thursday night games could really be like road games if you're not playing at home the week before.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm just worried about that. Hopefully, we could get out of Cleveland with as least amount of casualties as we can get away with.
I feel the same thing about Dallas for that game too. Because remember, they're doing both
Mm-hmm.
teams can come and be beat
Jalen,
up.
you right.
So we both can be beat
Ravens
up.
ain't no
So
joke either.
yeah, so it's
So
like
that makes me
okay,
feel a little bit better. I thought
I'm
Dallas would be playing somebody like Carolina
Me
or
too. Yeah.
Washington, and then coming into that game. But they're
so
playing the Ravens. They
I'm
got to travel too, so we just got to buckle up our chin straps, go out there and fucking play, like Miz says.
Miz, what's your thoughts on the game? Right now, I got it as an L, but I'm reconsidering now that what Coach said, because yeah, Baltimore ain't no joke.
That's a win, baby.
New York Giants. All
Giants
right,
end
here we
their
go.
nonsense.
Here we go, man.
Time to end their nonsense. You're coming home in your building. It's time to beat this team. I don't want to hear anything. Not I got hurt, not this, not the grass. I think it's time the Giants. And I think Dallas actually might take a little step back. I'm not saying they're going to be bad, but I don't think they're going to be that 11-win team they've been the last 3 years, right? Has it been 11 or 12? 12 wins?
Yeah, I think
I
like the
think
past
12.
10 or 11 years, they've been a 12-win team, like 11 or 12-win team. It's been a hell of a
And
streak.
what? One playoff win?
Yeah, like
Two?
one playoff
Yeah,
win, one or two
maybe.
playoff wins.
Yep.
I mean,
Oh, they got King Henry too.
supposedly the O-line
Ooh,
is
I
in
forgot about that,
so
Tommy. Oh shit, Baltimore
I
got
think the
King Henry.
Giants can. I think the Giants can. That's a tough 6-game stretch right there, right? We were talking about it. Yes, that's a very tough 6-game stretch. The Giants are gonna have to find a way to pull 2 or 3 games out of that 6. Worst case scenario, and survive it. survived the storm, and I think the Cowboy game at home is one of those games that if you lose the majority of the six, that a win against a division team can act almost like a double. And I think the Giants
Yep.
got to focus on that.
Ghost makes a good point. Says no Tyron Smith and a rookie center. Cooper Beebe. Remember they did they draft Beebe? I think they did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. So again, um, I don't like the matchup until they show me otherwise. Until they at least show me they can be halfway competitive in some of these Cowboy games. It's like I don't know. But moving on, Seattle. In Seattle, on the road. I don't like this one either. Last couple years, we've played Seattle tough to a degree, but again, in Seattle's defense is solid. Um, we'll see what they do. You know what Geno Smith looks like. But again, they got three solid receivers: Metcalf, Lockett, and Smith and Jigba. O line is solid, but new head coach. New head coach, so might take them some time to get their legs together, so to speak. I just don't like it on the road. Um, in Seattle, 12th man against a team that we've struggled with in the past couple years.
Well, I don't think
I'm
the
gonna say the
defense.
L. I'm gonna say
Yeah, I don't think the defense is as good as people think.
it's okay. It ain't.
Yeah, that those DBs got exposed after his rookie year. He's been exposed. He actually got benched last year. That one Wooten or whatever his name is. Um, I truly believe if this offensive line blocks, I know it's gonna sound terrible, but when this offensive line blocks, I think we can beat anybody with the weapons that we have out there. As long as DJ's not a complete novice, like they all say that he is, a complete idiot. If this offensive line blocks and gives this quarterback decent amount of time, I think we can beat anybody.
Mm-hmm.
The way this team is being built, I'm just gonna be completely honest with you. If our offensive line blocks, because it's gonna be a surprise. You see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, it will be.
nobody's coming into the Giants game thinking, "Oh man, we got to go against their offensive line." No, they like, "Yeah, we finna eat." And then all of a sudden, if they start blocking, it's gonna be a surprise to teams. So I think we got a chance against any one of these teams on this board, as long as the offensive line blocks. Period.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with you, Pat. But I don't think we're going 16-0 or 17-0. So I'm just looking. I'm looking at it from like some of these games will be tougher than others. Obviously, we don't know what the team's going to look like, so it's all guesstimation. Um,
I think we get extra rest before this game too, coming off the Thursday night
that's
game.
true. That's true.
So that
That's a
helps
fair
out a
point.
lot too.
Mm-hmm.
So
I got a little tidbit for you guys.
Go ahead, coach.
Seattle is playing Monday night in Detroit before they come to us.
We're going to them.
I mean, before we go to them. I'm sorry. Yeah. So,
Yeah,
you
that's a
have to
tough game.
that for them is also going to be a
It's a
tough
short
game
week.
to.
It's a short week for them too. I see what you're saying. Yeah, because Monday
So,
night they playing Monday night. Yeah.
well, it's also they're traveling just like us. It's not like they're going to be in their area. Even if they went to Frisco, it's not like being on the West Coast. So,
What's good, Rick? Rick.
so it. I mean, every game is a if every last one of them, win or lose. So, um, that that game is going to be a toss up. Like Pat said, if we can block it, especially with Leonard Williams there, he's going to want to try and wreak
Yeah,
havoc
Julian
against
Love. Yeah.
Julian Love. So,
Mm-hmm.
but if we control what we're supposed to do and not let them get past Happy back there, get after Geno Smith. Um, Initially, I had this as I have to stay true to what I initially thought, but I don't think it's a big would be a big surprise if we beat them. Because yes, whenever we go to Seattle, we always seem to come out of there with a loss. So right now I'm saying it's a 55-45% chance we end up losing this game for me.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, it's a toss up, 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
But if our offensive line blocks, I think it sways to our favor a whole lot. But it is what it is.
Miz, what's your thoughts on this Seattle game?
Oh, that's what I was gonna ask when Coach said that. Who does Seattle play the week before? So he answered that. I didn't know who it was. I was gonna ask Coach to look it up, but I knew I had a feeling he was already looking. So um, Detroit, yeah. So that's a hard game for them.
Yeah, it is.
And then a short week, and we got 10 days, right? So that's big.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I think about this game? I'm gonna make a prediction. Daniel Jones and Neighbors break out this game and have a big night. Now, I don't know if the Giants are going to win, but I could see this being a high-scoring affair with both teams.
Mm-hmm.
I could see this at all or air assault on both sides. I could see that turn into that type of game, 29-27 like that, 30-27 like that.
Mm-hmm.
I could see it like that. It's too. I can't look right now and say we're going to win. I'll be optimistic, say the Giants go there and steal a game. But like Pat said, 50-50. But I could see this being that one big offensive game of the year.
Okay.
On both sides.
That's
fair.
what the fifth game is. That might be Neighbors starting to feel himself a little bit, pause. And he starts to learn the system a little bit, and he has a breakout game against that secondary. That could very well happen.
Mm-hmm. Tony, the Giants fan, says he thinks we beat Seattle this year. Tommy says we're killing Seattle. New coach, no worries. Bookend says what's good. Appreciate you tapping in, Bookends. Jay says we never win in Seattle.
That's not true because we
they
just won there 3 years ago.
Yeah, a couple years ago they did win in Seattle. So that's why I'm kind of a little on it. But I'm gonna say
the Joe Judge team, right? So
yeah, when we started, what's the QB's name? Y'all remember the backup guy?
Matt Flynn?
No, the guy we had when we went in and beat Seattle that year.
Oh, you talking about the little dude that went
who played at Texas
Colt
too.
McCoy.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, we did beat Seattle there.
yeah,
And they were supposed to beat the brakes off of us that game.
Yeah.
That was the best game win of that year. And who was the running back? He had a big game.
Wade Gallman.
Yeah.
Wade Gallman had a big game.
I'm watching Wayne Gallman right now.
Mm-hmm.
And we had Peppers at the time. He played big.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Joe Judge, that Joe Judge win. Yeah, man.
Seattle's a weird team. Seattle's a good team, but year to year, you don't know what you're gonna get with them.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Like they're not world beaters. So.
All right. Cincinnati
Speak of the devil.
at home.
Wayne Gallman is on TV right now.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he's playing the UFL for Seattle. St. Louis.
UFL. Okay.
Yeah.
Gallman was very underrated, man. Cincinnati at home against Cincinnati Sunday night.
I'll get it out before y'all ask me. They're hosting Baltimore before they play us.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to Cincinnati or
we're at home.
Sunday night.
And this is a game I like. This is one of the games where I could see the Giants pulling off a major surprise here, upset, so to speak. Something I don't know, man. I don't know what it is, but I don't feel like the Bengals is really all that much of a complete team. And I know they lost some pieces. I know Tyler Boyd's not there. You got Joe Burrow coming back from the injury. I don't know what their offensive line looks like. I think they lost. Did they lose Jonah Williams?
Mm-hmm.
So again, I don't know. I don't know about this game. I think this is one of the games where you might see some turnovers. You might see the Giants really come out there and put one on the Bengals. Again, Coach mentioned it, and I'm glad you put that. I'm glad you said that. Coming off a division game too against Baltimore might be a letdown for this team. You know what I'm saying? I picked them before I knew that the Giants to win this game. This the upset special of the season, in my opinion.
I think we have a heck of a chance to beat them, especially if we get physical with them.
Mm-hmm.
We can get physical with those receivers at the line of scrimmage, and our defensive line plays like how I believe they will play with Brian Burns, Thibodeau, Dex. I'm excited to see this undrafted guy too, the little 6-foot defensive tackle.
Yeah, I
He's
hear
a
people
bowling
talking
ball,
about him,
bro.
man. Saying he benched like 600 pounds or
Yeah,
something
that
like
little
that.
dude's a bowling ball, and he's
Yeah.
quick. If he can turn to be the 1-2 punch with Dex, that'd be cool. But we got to play fast, and we got to play very physical against the Bengals. And we can't allow the
It's
Bengals
good,
pass
Vinny.
rush to dictate the game because that's how their defense is good. If their pass rush dictates the game. So block and get after the quarterback this game. We should beat the Bengals.
Yup, Jonah's on the Cardinals. They lost Mixon. They lost some pieces. That's what I my main thing I was trying to communicate there is it ain't gonna be the same team. You got a quarterback coming off an injury, and we got a pass rush now too. Joe Burrow ain't this quarterback that's gonna juke you out like Lamar Jackson. He's gonna sit back there in the pocket, and if we get pressure, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a long day for them cats. This is a game where I can see us getting a ton of pressure and our defense really showing up. Rafael El Capitan, what's good with you? But Coach, what's your thoughts on this game?
And looking at the schedule and breaking it down, and being that these next 2 weeks are both home games, so I actually said we're going to split these two games. I don't know which one we're going to win, but we're going to split with these two games. So I'll but that Eagles game, I'm
Streetport,
just
baby.
like,
Oh, is he from Streetport, Pat?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'm actually trying to
um,
get an interview with him.
That'll be
But
what's up.
I'll
he's
have to,
from
I'll have
Shreveport.
to, I'll have to take the Bengals on this one.
Okay, that's fair. Miz, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I like Coach said. I think they'll split these two games. I had the Giants stealing this Cincinnati game. I feel like Giants could play with the Bengals at home, and Cincinnati's they're good, but I think they're a better home team. But I'd see the Giants steal one big game during the year at least, and I think that would be because nobody's going to be picking them. So I think I like the Giants to beat Cincinnati. I don't know if they're going to beat Seattle, but I do like us to win Cincinnati at home.
Adoree went to the Bengals. I missed that. When did that happen?
Adoree Jackson got signed.
According to Tommy, he's a Bengal.
And if so, that's better for us.
Yeah, I ain't scared of Adoree Jackson. I was kind of hoping the Giants brought him back, but then again, yeah, I was kind of tired of him. So yeah, it's good he moved on.
No, he didn't sign with. He didn't sign.
Yeah, he ain't signed with nobody.
I
He didn't sign with
yeah.
nobody.
Nah, I'm not.
Wait a minute. Is he saying? Did he say Adore or Adoree? Because Adoree has two E's, and Adore is just
Who was Adore?
Adore is just it's just like I adore you.
Adore a Bengal?
No, he's trolling.
I don't. Yeah, I'm confused.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to figure out. Are you saying Adoree?
That's why I thought he said
Adoree
Adore.
is- Yeah,
Adoree
Adoree
ain't
has.
signed with nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody sounds like that. The longer he stays out there, the more chance he ends up back with us.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. But anyway,
Come back on like a 1-year veteran minimum deal. I didn't know Brandon Jacobs' son is this big. Good grief.
Yeah, that's.
Oh.
salute to the 108 in the chat, man. Y'all please hit that like button for us. Subscribe to all these content creators if you haven't already. And share the video if you're really feeling the content. We do this every single Sunday morning, as well as call all the NFL games, all the Giants games on Sunday. LRP, what's good with you, man? Thanks for tapping in, man. Appreciate you, man.
You got to play
Eagles.
the games, brothers. You got to play the
Yeah.
games. You can't sit up there and say, "Oh, Cincinnati's loaded. They're gonna smoke us." What are you guys smoking? You got to
I
play the
don't.
football games. And the Bengals seem to never be healthy either.
Yeah, I don't. I don't think. I just don't
I
think
think
that.
people are catching up to that crap too. Like people are not scared of Higgins and Chase the way they were before. You know what I'm saying?
And they lost
And they
Boyd, and
lost Tyler Boyd, and
they
Tyler
got
Boyd is a
Trenton
major part.
Irvin. Who I
Yeah.
don't know who that is.
And I forgot they got the running back too from Illinois
Zach
that they
Moss.
drafted. And Zach Moss. I'm not scared of those guys.
Mm-hmm.
And if their offensive line continues to play bottom tier like our offensive line, I don't see why we can't beat them.
Yeah,
And
I
T.
agree with
Higgins,
you.
I'll just be honest with you, his head might not be into it as much this year.
He's still holding
He's
out.
trying to
Remember
get that
that.
money.
He's still holding out.
And I
Remember that.
heard the grapevine, they only offer that dude $18 million per year.
Now, I will say this, though, about the Bengals. They got a pretty good defense, and their pass rush is legit. Sam Hubbard, Trey Henderson, Sheldon Rankins, B.J. Hill. So we're going to have to be on our – and they drafted Chris Jenkins, too. So we're going to have to be on our game offensively, man. But their offense doesn't scare me as much as people think. I'm with y'all on that.
Their defense don't scare me as much as people think. Is our offensive line causes a lot of our woes. I don't care what nobody say, bro. Our offensive line makes every defense look good. I'll just be real with you. Well, you can rush with four and it looks like a blitz. Your
It
defense
looks
is
like
gonna
a
look
blitz.
real good. I'm just telling you, man.
Oh man. What is this with Brandon Jacobs' son?
Yeah, he committed to
Yesterday.
Clemson. That's a big ass kid, bro.
What's he play? D-line?
No, he
O-line.
plays offensive
That's a
tackle.
line.
Oh, okay.
I think he's what 16 years old, and he's a
Thank you.
legitimate
Appreciate you,
six.
LRP. Thanks for liking and sharing the show.
If
I think he was
Andrew
6'8".
Thomas is 6'4", 6'5", he looks
He
like
made.
2 inches taller than him right
Mm-hmm.
now. That's crazy.
But let's move on. Philly, October 20th, 1 p.m. I like this game. I like this
think we
game.
beat Philly.
I think we are really, as Joe Shane said, close the gap with the Eagles. You know, I'm not scared of this Eagles team at all. I don't give a damn if they got Saquon Barkley over there. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna shut his ass down, and we're gonna make Jalen Hurts look like Jalen got hurt. And I'm real confident this year against the Philadelphia Eagles. Real confident, man. You know, I'm not saying we're gonna sweep them, but we're gonna get one of these games, and I would bet that we get the one at home here on October 20th. Philly, the thing about Philly is, again, if you shut their running game down, look, man, Jalen Hurts can do the close your eyes and throw it up to AJ Brown all you want to, man. But if we don't have to blitz, like Pat said, and we can get pressure with 4 and play coverage against Brown and Smith, you know, I think we have a real good chance in this game. So I'm gonna pick this as a dub. Right now, I got it. The Giants, just me, I got them at 4-3. I got dubs in the first 2, and I got dubs in these past 2 against the Bengals and the Eagles. 4-4. No, that's 4-3. Coach.
Yeah, just like I said earlier, if we split with these 2 games, this is the one. Then they're not going to win against the Eagles. So I'm with you though at 4-3 because they, like I said earlier, they beat Dallas. So
yeah. Pat might not be there. Miz, what's your thoughts on this Eagles first matchup against the Eagles?
I think the Eagles is. I think they're overrated, but I don't want to say that because on paper, yeah, the Eagles look very strong. We got to play the football games. I don't think Barkley's going to be this all-world guy that they think they grabbed and snatched away. So, the guy I would love to see. I hate to say this, but I'm a bad person. I would not mind see AJ Brown get hurt. Take him off that team. I don't care because when you take him off, I don't think that's the same offense at all. So man, I don't care, man. Whatever. Oh, you shouldn't wish for people to get hurt. Yo, I hate the Eagles so much. I don't give a fuck, man. The Giants could beat the Eagles. They've already shown that. But I don't want to beat them in the last game of the year when the Eagles are like, oh, I don't need it, so we didn't care. I want to beat them when it matters. I want to hold our home turf. That's what good teams do. We got to get back to holding down our home turf. So a lot of people, like we said yesterday, a lot of people are going to be picking the Eagles. Mm-hmm. The Giants are going to be slept on because they're the team that the media don't care. The Eagles are a darling. They got Barkley. It's sexy. Mm-hmm. He's going to destroy us. I think the Giants' defense is going to be such a chip on their shoulder to show the country they're going to shut Barkley down. Mm-hmm. And so I think the Giants' defense could go win this game. Jones got to play good football, manage the game, don't make turnovers. I'm not asking for 400 yards. And that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Coach, Nono says, what's your confidence level Burns and Kayvon can stop the run on the way to the quarterback?
Stop the run?
Yeah.
Well, first and foremost, it depends on how we scheme up. Are we doing a lot of slant in the offensive line? If it's a strong run team, I think they can be all right, but they're not the ones that I'm going to count on to really set the edge. Sometimes you're going to have an outside force, whether it's a nickel or a slot or a sandbacker. If you have a sandbacker, they're the ones that are going to be more of the edge setters, forcing play back to flow. So, but to rely on them consistently, no, because they're more pass rushers than they are. I'm more confident in their pass rushing ability than I am in their ability to set the edge and stop the run.
That's what I was going to say for a second. That's my two keys to the Giants season this year. If the defense can stop the run, they're going to get the pass rush in the fourth quarter. If the Giants can run the ball consistently, it don't have to be the best in the league, but if they can run the ball with their running committee consistently, then you'll have enough of the passing and play action to the receivers, because we might actually finally have receivers here that could get yak.
Yeah, we do.
I'm not fucking with y'all like that.
So old school hasn't changed. Stop the run and run the ball. I think the Giants have a good season.
Yep. Whether people believe it or not, that still matters in the game of football, man. But hey, we're old and decrepit. We don't know football anymore.
So moving on, let's Pittsburgh at home on the road Monday night. Yeah, I don't like this one. I don't like this one.
Man, I think we beat the brakes off Pittsburgh.
Really?
To be honest, yeah.
Okay.
I think we do.
I'm interested to hear this. I'm gonna give you the floor, and I'll go ahead and give my analysis after you.
more time than not, T.J. Watt's probably gonna be hurt somewhere through the part of the season. I'm just gonna be honest.
That helps if he's not there. Yeah.
That dude's still getting hurt. I'm not scared of their defense, even though Joey Porter's pretty good. I'm not scared of your defense. If that offensive line blocks, and I know people are going to get tired of that, the offensive line blocks and get his team time. Any team with time is going to kill Pittsburgh this year.
But will they block, Pat? Will they block? Y'all got confidence in Evan Neal, so again, can he handle these tests? We talking about Myles Garrett. We talking about Trey Hendrickson and Sam Hubbard and them. What the Eagles got. Now you're bringing in T.J. Watt. Can he handle? I know we want to say like if the line blocks, but the line blocking to me is a big part on what this Evan Neal guy looks like coming back from injury.
Well, I can't base Evan Neal based off somebody like T.J. Watt. Like,
Yo, I got me an oatmeal cookie to hear this, Pat. Go ahead. Explain to me how we're going to beat the brick off Pittsburgh.
we'll beat the brakes on Pittsburgh because I'm not confident in their offense. Pittsburgh's offense is not going to be that good. And I don't think their defense is going to be that good. And they struggle always in the beginning of the season. I'm
I
telling you now.
disagree. I think they got a legit defense.
No, their defense is not as good as you think it is. I promise you it's not. You're going to see this year. You gonna see.
We definitely disagree on this one. I think Pittsburgh is legit, yo.
Let me push
I'm
back
not-
on here for a second. Okay? Number one, I think the Steelers might have a top 3 defense in football this year. We'll see. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Number two, the Steelers historically on Monday night are a team nobody want to go in there to play. I just think the Steelers is. Listen, I think the Steelers are a Super Bowl contender this year. I really do.
Now they're Super Bowl contender. Okay.
No,
I ain't gonna go that far.
You know what I mean. Not everybody can go to the Super Bowl, but I think that they're on a level where they're gonna matter towards the end of the year, big time.
Here's their defense: Larry Ojumbi, Keanu Benton, Cameron Hayward, old as hell. He stay getting hurt, but he's solid. T.J. Watt stay getting hurt. Cole Holcomb, not scared of him. Let's see what Patrick Queen does with these guys. Alex Highsmith, nice. Joey Porter, can be beat. Deshaun Elliott, not a world beater. Mika Fitzpatrick may be getting frustrated, but he's still good. Dante Jackson, not a world beater. That defense is pretty good, but it's not what you think it is.
Nah, Russell Wilson,
Russell Wilson at quarterback. Najee Harris, I don't know with him. George Pickens, you don't know what he'll do. Van Jefferson, no. Then you got Ricky Roman Wilson. This might be their worst receiving core they've actually had in a long time. And that's you got Calvin Austin the third, but Roman Wilson will start over him. Then you got Freiermuth. That's nice. Their offensive line, Fontenot, rookie left tackle. Mason McCormick, Zach Frazier, James Daniels. Who? Broderick Jones. Broderick Jones can be nice, but I think, man, this team is not so much greater than what we are, bro.
I'm not going to say they're greater than what we are, but I think Pittsburgh beats us in this game, and because of the fact, they're at home, but I think Coach Tomlin is really going. It's going to be a big game. He's going to want to make a name. He may be feeling the pressure, and just like the question was posed about our edges in the run game, that's where they're going to lie their hat. I think they're going to try and be physical up point at the point of attack, and they're going to try and run the ball down our throats. And I think, if we're not able to handle the run game, that's where this is going to give us problems.
I mean, I don't think they can do it.
I
really don't think they can do it.
I respect it. I don't agree. I think they can, but we'll know once the season starts. Because right now, everything is if. It doesn't matter what team, even the Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs, it's going to be ifs with a lot of things. So, Pat,
and that's what I'm saying.
I hope you're right.
Now,
I hope you're right, Pat, and I hope I'm wrong in terms of my feeling. I'm not gonna lie, and I always say it. I'd love for people to be able to come and smash egg on the top of my head and let it fall down over my face, and let me be wrong like that. That's fine. I'm big enough to I can handle that. But from what I've seen,
if Fields is out there, I think we win that game.
Hold on. Now I'm not down on
Russell Wilson.
Like
I don't know. Go ahead.
I'm not down like some of these fans. I'm optimistic for the season. I think the Giants could actually give us a good season. Pittsburgh's not. I'll circle Pittsburgh as the worst damn place we could go to this year. I'll keep it real. Honestly, the Giants might not cross the goal line in that game. I'm going to be real with you guys. But, hey, we'll see how the season develops. There could be injuries. Things could change. I'm talking right now from May, like what we know. But I think Pittsburgh's real. I do. I respect them, and they're strong in the trenches. They're a good home team. I factor this in. Tomlin's a great coach. He is.
Yeah, we know Daniel Jones' record in prime time. I get all that, but my thing is, I just Tomlin, well coached team. Pittsburgh's just a good team. They're just solid. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of ifs and buts and candies and nuts pause with the Giants. So to me, I'm gonna go with the team that's proven it time and time again, and that's Pittsburgh. I'm sorry, I'm a Giants fan through and through. We're gonna have to agree to disagree on this one, Pat. I don't see us going in there in Pittsburgh and whooping up on the Steelers like that. Washington. Again, I'm gonna always pick the Giants versus Washington until Washington shows me otherwise. People can have this false confidence about Washington. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I don't mind what Pat just said about us going in and beating the Steelers like that. Because if you guys got this false sense about Washington, that Washington's going to be this up-and-coming team and things are different, then, you can't get mad at Pat for saying that, things are going to be different this year with the Giants and that we can beat some of these upper-tier teams. I don't like the Steelers matchups because it's in Pittsburgh. If it was in MetLife, I'd probably feel different about it. But with Washington, we're winning. Again, like I said in the first in the first game, it's their O-line. It's their O-line versus our D-line, and it's a mismatch. Now, their D-line versus our O-line to flip it is not a mismatch because they got rid of all their pass rushers. So, again, they could be hitting their stride at this point or whatever y'all want to say, but I'm going with proven. And that's Giants beating Washington. That's damn near a given every year. Coach, what's your thoughts on the second matchup with the Commanders?
You see their emblem? You see their logo?
Yeah,
that stands for a win, right?
W,
okay.
Right?
I just want to make sure I'm not. That's a W. So seriously. I mean, it's a rival. I get it. Anything can happen at any point in time. But, I mean, just like, other teams who play us and, they have success against us. They kind of feel the same way. Well, why can't I feel the same way about, certain teams? And until proven otherwise.
What's good, Diella? What's good, man? Appreciate you tapping in. Miz, who you got in this game, man? I know you're a little higher on the Commanders this year than some of us are.
I wouldn't call it high. I call them improved from the trash they've been for years. I just think it's a new regime. They're excited. A young quarterback. He's gonna have some nice plays. He's gonna have rookie mistakes. Obviously, I think they got nice weapons. But their defense was not bad last year, I don't think. I know the Giants get the best of them. This is what I was thinking, by the way. And I know this is repetitive with me over the years. You think part of the reason, because I was thinking about this, and maybe that may be one positive for the Giants going into Pittsburgh also. Green Bay's been a place the Giants have had success at, Lambeau, over the years. And all these places, I believe, have natural grass. I'm going back to the grass thing again. You think one of the reasons the Giants have played some of their best football in Washington is because their fields are natural grass? And I'm wondering if that plays into it, since the Giants aren't like the greatest team on their own home, trash turf. So maybe
Dash, what's good with you? We are on week 9 now. Commanders week. The last game we said was the Steelers game, and Pat likes that game. None of us do. So.
So I don't know why, but the Giants seem to have some of their best football games over these bad years that they've had a bad team in Washington. So
this one's in MetLife.
In MetLife, yeah.
Oh, this one's back home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first one. Funny because I was talking to Alex the other day, and he made a good point to me that I would normally think this, but I wasn't thinking of this. That he thinks the Giants will win early and then lose to Washington at home later in the year. I don't know what way it's gonna go, But I just have this feeling that the same way we're due to beat Dallas, they're due to beat us. So I'm going to give it a split with Giants Washington, regardless which one. The Giants do play great in Washington. So I'm going to go with them winning there and losing to Washington a game at home. I can see that happening.
Yeah. Right now, Dash, I got W, Minnesota, W, Commanders, L, Cleveland, L, Dallas, L, Seahawks, W, Bengals, W, Eagles, L, Pittsburgh, W, Commanders. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 4 right now.
6-4 with the Panthers.
Oh, we ain't get to that one yet, though. But yeah.
Oh, I'm just saying 6-4 with the Panthers.
Yeah.
They're gonna beat them.
Yeah, they're gonna beat them. I agree with you
Three,
there.
5.
They have to. Yeah.
What's up, Earl?
What's good, Earl? Appreciate you coming through. Blizzard, what's good with you? I think we start 3-0, but end the season 8-9. That's respectable.
Thank you for tuning in, Blizzard.
This shit crazy expensive. Yeah, these games are expensive.
Iman is crazy. I love it though.
www.
I love it though. I love it.
This team starts 10-0, this fan base eyes would melt out their head. And what if Daniel Jones was in MVP conversation? Boy, they would go absolutely. And then guess what? Then everybody start changing their mind when the media start talking good about him. Oh, Daniel Jones is showing that he can be the great when he has an offensive line and receivers. I told you, know who's gonna do it? Ryan Clark. That's who's gonna do it. Yeah, Daniel Jones is showing that, man. Get out of here.
Ryan Clark, let me tell you about Ryan Clark. Ryan Clark is a hater. And the reason Ryan Clark hates the Giants is because Tom Coughlin cut him.
Yeah, he was on the Giants.
He got cut by Tom Coughlin, and that's why he never likes the Giants. So
and he got ran over.
You gotta remember
too.
Yeah, you gotta remember these media.
I don't even remember that. Wow.
They have agendas. Yeah, yeah. He says it all the time. He'll say it every once in a while if you watch him. They'll be like, "Yeah, when the Giants cut me, Tom Coughlin." We know. But
if you want my honest opinion about the first, let's say 10 games,
that says 5-5 by the bye.
I got us beating Minnesota and Washington them first 2 games. I got us losing to Cleveland. For some reason, I just think we're going to get Dallas one time this year, and it's going to be that first game. I actually got us beating Seattle, the Bengals, and the Eagles, and Pittsburgh, Washington, and Carolina. And that's my honest opinion. Now, I may be wrong with the Eagles game. We might lose that Eagles game. I just don't see us losing to Pittsburgh. May be wrong with the Bengals game if our defensive line doesn't get to Joe Burrow. But the lowest I see us going in them first 10 games is like 6-4, 7-3.
That. Unpopular Opinion Sports. Y'all hit that like button. My man got
I might be smoking a loud pack, but I'm banking this offensive line has been playing way better than what they're playing. And that opens up this offense tremendously, bro. You don't understand. If Daniel Jones has time to get it to those receivers this year, it's going to be a problem. I'm telling you, it's going to be a problem.
You could always count on Coach Dave to go extremely the opposite way.
Of course.
I don't care what Coach Dave says.
Super negative versus super positive.
He's a Commanders fan. Why would I worry about what a Commanders fan? Well, my bad. He's a Jaden Daniels fan. Go over there and cheer for Jaden Daniels.
I don't know, Coach Dave.
Kurt Warner, he got an agenda too.
Something tells me that's not your real picture either.
No, that's not his real picture. This dude is the black of the black guy, but he has this white dude as his avatar. I don't understand it. It's weird, bro.
That's 8-2 at the bye. Yeah, I don't know about that one, man.
Juan Soto.
But I'm a little optimistic this year, but Pat is really optimistic. But I respect it because you never
Because it
know.
could happen. Listen,
Yeah, you're right. It
better
could.
than the Vikings. We always beat Washington. Cleveland, I know that's going to be a problem. I know that's going to be a problem. I just think they're going to beat Dallas. We get 10 days for Seattle. I think we're better than Seattle. We all think we can upset the Bengals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They coming off that. They coming off that tough road game. I mean, that
And
tough
I'm
game.
telling you, Philly is not as strong as everybody thinks they are. I know we can beat Pittsburgh, and I know we can beat Washington and Carolina. I'm just gonna be real with you. We could literally be around 8-2 during the bye. Nobody thought we was gonna be 7-1 in 2022.
That's true. That is true.
Nobody thought that. And that offensive line blocked half decent. If that offensive line blocks, you mean to tell me we don't have enough offensive firepower to beat Seattle? We don't have enough offensive firepower to beat the Bengals if our offensive line is blocking? Because I think we're going to get after Joe Burrow. We definitely got enough offensive power to beat Washington twice in Carolina. And Pittsburgh is not that good.
Carolina. Anybody think we're losing this game? Because I'm pretty sure we all think.
Most of our whole team is jet lagged. I don't know.
I just hope I win the lottery because then I'm going home. I'm going home to Germany. Yep. I'm going home to Germany if I can win the lottery.
Yeah,
and I'll be at that game.
He's a Redskins fan, so y'all don't worry about that. But all right, we get the bye. I got us 5-4 at the bye. Pat says 8-2. And then we come home to Tampa. I like this game.
Wait a minute. Let me hit dash. Let me hit dash for a second with this question. One of the reasons why, I mean, they're also coming off a very tough game. What is it? I think they're playing Monday? Are they playing that Monday night?
Monday against Baltimore.
Against Baltimore too. They're hosting Baltimore that game, so I think that's also a big factor into what's happening. We're also coming off of 10 days because we have Seattle on that Thursday, the previous Thursday, and then we're coming home. So it's a good possibility that we could definitely beat them. And that's why I said that because when I looked at it and I said from the get go we were splitting between Baltimore and Philly myself, and once I looked at the schedule, I just went with the Bengals. Go ahead. I'm sorry, NYG.
Oh, nah, you good. Tampa. I like the Tampa Bay game. I got a dub in this one. At home, coming off your bye week. You should be able to get after Baker Mayfield, hopefully. Force him into some mistakes. Force him to look like Baker Mayfield and not the guy that got the big contract. Because I don't believe in Baker Mayfield. I think he is a mirage, so to speak. So I like this game. Not scared of Tampa's defense, even though it's solid. And I just think this is a win you need to get. You should at least go 3-1 versus the NFC South. I think you should beat Carolina. You should beat New Orleans and Tampa. Atlanta game is tricky. It's in Atlanta, and you just don't know about Atlanta. That's such a wishy-washy team. We're gonna get to them in a minute, but you just don't know. But this game I got as a dub against Tampa. What you got, Coach?
No, I don't. I have it as a loss versus Tampa. It's just first and foremost through as far back as I can remember, we do not play well coming off buys. We just don't, and that really concerns me. I don't know why. I would always say if you're coming off a bye, that should give you a better opportunity to win the games. But This game really causes me for concern. Just like everyone's saying, no, it's we should. It's this. It's Dave Baker Mayfield, and it could be a major letdown. So it's another one. I hope I'm wrong, and y'all will smash an egg all over my head. I really do, but I just this one concerns me more than pretty much even our division games. This one concerns me a lot.
Deala says matchup against the Vikings. I'm not worried about the Addison and Jefferson cooking us like that because I don't think they're gonna have time. I think the Giants are gonna get pressure on whoever's playing quarterback, and I think we'll force them into some mistakes. I think that's how they win that. That's how we win that game, in my opinion. But Pat, what's your thoughts on the Tampa game?
It's just something about Tampa Bay, man. We always struggle against them dudes. I don't care who's playing with Tampa Bay. It's just weird, man. I don't know. I hope that's a game that we win. In my prediction video, I actually chose us to lose against them. But it's just weird. Like Coach said, coming off bye weeks, we always find a way to disappoint. Like, man, we had 14 damn days to come out and get blew out. Come on, man. I don't know, man. It's just we just do Giants things. That's
And he petted.
Miz, what's your thought? Iman says 4-0. That's possible too.
very
Should go
possible.
4-0.
I don't know.
But again, like you guys said, the Giants never go 4-0 in any division they play, so they're gonna lose one of them, in my opinion. I think
I don't think the Giants ever.
I think
lose
it's
to
more likely to
nobody.
be Atlanta than any of the other ones.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah. I agree with you. Atlanta, they might lose that in Atlanta, but the Giants always beat Tampa, especially at home. They always beat Tampa at home. But again, coming off the bye, is it coming off the bye right there? That's the problem.
Mm-hmm. That's the bar.
They usually don't come back from vacation right away. So I mean, and then Tampa. Who Tampa plays the week before, Coach?
Hold on 1 second. I didn't look at
Dad
that.
said we don't do well coming off the bye week. That 10-day break before the Bengals is like the
Nah,
same.
don't we usually when we play Thursday, that Monday or that Sunday? I thought we always played well.
He's
Yeah.
saying the Sunday night game coming back from
Man, I don't look at that the same, and I'll tell you why. Because the Bengals will come in here heavily favorite, and the Giants take on that underdog at home role pretty damn well. Coach will have them he'll use that. Over here, you're coming home and you're expected to be the better team at home against the Tampa Bay, and that's usually when the Giants have one of those games where everybody gets all devastated, like they were terrible, they made 3-4 turnovers, like shit like that, So, and it usually comes later in the year. So,
Miz, the Buccaneers are on a bye also.
see, so that's gonna be interesting, very interesting, and and then you got the Colts the following week. So I actually
No, it's Dallas.
Dallas.
It's Dallas.
Dallas.
It's Dallas. We have 4 days.
Dallas.
We have 4 days to face Dallas.
no.
Matter
Yeah, I don't
of fact,
like.
both Dallas
Yeah,
games. Now that I look at it, both Dallas games we're playing them after 4 games. I just realized that.
Yeah, that's afterwards.
Damn.
That's why I said we always get screwed versus Dallas. It's either game 1, it's either on Thanksgiving, or it's either on some type of short week. They always do that to us.
Yeah, but why is
They
it?
never want us to get the advantage
Damn.
against the fucking Cowboys.
Both games are. Damn.
Oh, wait a minute.
That's the first thing
Wait
I
a minute.
noticed about that schedule.
We play
What I
Cleveland.
noticed,
Yeah.
what I noticed is that everybody in the country beats Dallas on Thanksgiving except for us. We get our asses handed to us every time, man. That's what I noticed.
Strike.
Washington's had some good games on Thanksgiving.
I think the last
Makes no
one
sense.
They yeah, but
Damn.
so speaking of Dallas on Thanksgiving, how you guys feeling about this game?
Nope.
Because we're gonna get to this and then we're gonna do some
I
trivia.
think we get the smackdown on Thanksgiving. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
I think this the one we get. I'm with you on that one. It's just and
Just
Miz
something about
mentioned
those
it.
Thanksgiving games.
Yeah, we never beat them on Thanksgiving. This is the year. later on in the season, I feel like we usually have a little bit better game against the Cowboys. That first, and it just, I don't know, man. They just like they get to jump on us, man, because we still trying to figure out our shit out. But later on in the season, I feel like we do a lot better against them. And if they do have a letdown in Tampa against Tampa, like you guys are predicting, they're gonna come out fired up in this game. Yeah, it could be one. They could be looking past Tampa to play Dallas. So
I don't see it that way.
but I don't. I think this is a game. I think this is a game that they could get here, and I got the dub for the Giants in this game.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. I don't. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all eat good. You know, get that good grub in, man. Get that itis. Make sure y'all have the itis when this game is on. I'm sorry. I just I shouldn't. I should. I know, but I'm like Pat, man. They gonna put some butter on us because we this is not the game for us. That game. No,
Right now, I got us at 7-4. I got us winning the 3 games. Tampa, Carolina. Actually, 4 games in a row: Washington, Carolina, Tampa, Dallas.
I only got 6 wins, y'all.
I got us 7-4 right now.
So you see, I think that Dable and Daniel Jones, the first time
6 and
around
6.
in Week 4 when they played Dallas, they're gonna remember the smackings from last year, and I think they're gonna come up with a game plan, chip on their shoulder, and that's why I think the Giants at home are gonna beat Dallas. When we go to Dallas, I don't think that's gonna be a good day for us. So
Yeah, I think they beat them once, and if I had to pick, I pick later in the season because they usually seem to have better footing at that particular time. It's like we get them early in the season, it's kind of an ambush. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. Big Dash. So moving on, Saints. Which I got?
Win.
I got a dub. I got a dub here
Win.
at home. New Orleans ain't beating us at home. If it's in New Orleans, it's a different game. I feel like, but they dome teams in December.
I just got a funny feeling Eli's going to be there too, front center, because that's his hometown too. So, I don't know. It's just something in my head that's saying that's the Eli Manning game.
who's that? Who?
The Saints, because he's from New Orleans. He's from New Orleans, so I'm like,
Saints suck on the road, man, forever. That I can remember.
They do.
Saints suck
and
on the road.
don't forget David Carr. He does not play well in MetLife Stadium. He does not.
Nah,
All right.
that's a dub. Pat, what you got?
Against the Saints,
Yeah.
I might actually be at that game. It's a dub. I don't think the Saints can beat us, especially if we don't allow them to get a good running game going. Man, I'm telling you, man, we might surprise the people if that offensive line blocks. I'm just saying, man. It's weird. I know people are like, oh, you're so stupid, but man, I see us being able to control these games if this offensive line blocks because of the weapons
Ready,
we
Red,
have.
what's good with you?
Jacob, the Twins are not doing the game today, so I'm actually I'm covering the game with Man Cave.
That's Knicks Pacers game 7. So y'all check that out right after Giants conversation. Baltimore. At home. I don't like it.
This is Lamar. This is Lamar Jackson's. He wants this game because of the last game. Because remember,
Revenge,
he fumbled, which was a big factor into why they lost that game. So, he's going to want to prove a point. So and it's and their running game. Like I was saying earlier, I have concerns about our setting the edge.
Mm-hmm.
There's a big reason right there. So, and they got whatchamacallit too as their run feature back this year too. So,
I don't think he's gonna get as many carries as people think, man. I think they're
Evan
gonna
Neal.
use
if
him as a
Come on,
bruising
Bills, man.
back. And that one dude, Mitchell, that's who you got to worry about. That
but
Mitchell cat.
but even if he's a decoy, it's just the fact that he's back there. So you load the box, you still have
Yeah,
Lamar
yeah.
back there,
Mm-hmm.
and he slides and he can still get the ball down the field. So that this is why do I think they're going to blow us out? No. I do think this is going to be a competitive game, and it might be probably a 7 point, you know, type of a game. But
Oh, Ready Red, you a Cowboys fan? Okay. Oh, I see the Spurs hat
I
in
got
your logo.
Spurs that jingle, jangle,
Wonder how you feeling
jingle.
about Wimby.
Oh man, if they get another number one pick
Watching.
to add to Wemby, they're gonna be all right.
Yeah. Whew. Um,
Um,
but
that
yeah.
Ravens game though, to be honest with you, if we can keep Lamar Jackson contained, anything can happen.
Of course, yeah,
Mm.
definitely. You're right.
Um, I actually choose us to actually. It just depends on how the Ravens season is going, man. If they're on a roll at that point, I think we lose. But the Ravens at some point during the season always have those 2 to 3 games where they get,
Mm-hmm.
it gets a little bit foggy over there. But if they're on a roll right there, I do pick them to win, but I don't think it's going to be a landslide.
Miz, what's your thoughts?
I don't have no thoughts.
Be more.
I think like
um,
I think Dexter lands on Lamar's legs in the first quarter, ends his game, and I think it's gonna be a lot like the last time they played. Only maybe, yeah, this time maybe the Ravens come out with the winning the game like 24-20 or something like that. I think it's gonna be the same type of game as last time.
Mm-hmm.
Back
If
and
we
forth,
keep
yeah.
we keep Lamar Jackson contained. I'm telling you, man, Lamar Jackson in the clutch, man, he's a question mark too. When it comes to closing out games, just look over his career. That dude always fumbles or something. He always do something crazy. It's weird,
And
man.
just for the record, Ms. Baltimore hosts Philadelphia the week before.
That's a
it's a
physical
tough game.
game.
Yeah. Could be a tough. Wimby needs
Exactly.
Batman
So,
because he's robbing for now. Yeah, I do. They need some help over there, man. Need to get that kid some help.
why people say, "Oh, the Ravens are going to be mad because the Giants beat them"? If the Ravens are mad because the Giants beat them, there's something wrong there. Shouldn't they be mad that they didn't make the Super Bowl last year? You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Don't they got
Yeah.
bigger aspirations than worrying about the Giants?
Yeah,
I
it
would
ain't
think.
no. Yeah, it ain't no. To your point, it ain't no like. It ain't no beef to where it's like they want to they trying to get back at the Giants. We can't wait to play them again. It's just they just got caught slipping in that game and Lamar blew it for them. You know what I'm
And they
saying?
want to
So
prove, yeah, he just wants to prove
Can
himself.
anybody tell me why they just believe our secondary is just going to get absolutely carved up?
because it ain't no big time names
Because
back there. That's
I don't
it's
it.
think it would
also,
think that way
I
because
think
you have
it's
a D line that can apply a ton of pressure. So I don't see your secondary got to hold the receivers. But if you have a D line that can knock around a quarterback or change his game, your secondary don't have to be the best.
what
Like,
some people are what's I believe what some people are thinking is because we just have a young secondary. That's really what it boils down to. You just have to prove it with a young secondary. There's talent there. I'm not saying there's no talent back there. Unless you're Darnay Holmes and you want to put him on an island with somebody one on one, then we in trouble. That
Coach
that
Dable
that's
said he got a lot of confidence in Fly.
Just let the
so
kids grow. That's all. Let the
yeah.
kids grow
Just
the first few
and
weeks.
remember, we don't complete system. If it's going to be a 50-50 between man and zone in terms of play production. If it's more zone, if it's more man, we just have to wait and see, until they get out there on the field and go. But to answer your question, I feel, people are just because we're young. That's it.
but they just act like
No,
the quarterback is going to be able to say hike, and in 2 seconds they're going to be 50 yards down the field wide open every game. Like, come on,
no,
bro.
no, it's not. Yeah,
This is
exactly.
Yeah, that's
ridiculous.
that's not football. Anybody who's
And by the
played
way,
or
man, Banks is a stud. I think Banks is going to be a stud.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. I think people really not really sleeping on him quietly. I think he's getting slept on. Because
Like if that
people.
dude starts shutting down half the field and we're getting pressure with 4, I'm telling you, man.
Damn.
People just don't have no vision, man. They just believe that we're just gonna lose forever. And if you keep that attitude, you are gonna lose forever. You're gonna be just
Man,
like the Lions.
this kid we drafted from Minnesota, I think he's like a dog, like he's an
Man,
alpha.
that dude's a monster, bro.
Newbin.
Yeah, so
Yeah, he's just like Simmons, Justin Simmons. Because I didn't know Justin Simmons was that fast and tall coming out after the draft. I thought he was slow coming out. I think he came. Who did he play with in a college? Was it Ohio State? No, it wasn't Ohio State. Who was it? I used to think Justin Simmons was slow as hell. And then when he got into the pros, the dude just knows what to be. It's weird.
I think they will bring in a veteran too, Jay. I think they
yeah,
will
I
bring in a
realize
veteran at some point. But as of right now, Flot's our CB2. So
And I'm not mad at that. I think Cordell Flock can thrive in this system. I mean,
I think he can because it's going to allow him to play more of a ball hawk role.
Facts.
He's playing more zone. So and that's what Flott does. He's a ball hawk. He gets interceptions. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to play well. That's going to play well, I think.
let me ask you this: is Aaron Robinson still on this team?
Yes.
yeah, he is.
And when
I
healthy,
hope-
he
yeah.
was showing promise. He just ain't been healthy, so we don't know what he's going to look like now.
I was big on him, man. Injuries hurt him.
Yeah, I was too, man. I think he could be a pretty good corner. But let's finish out this schedule so we can get us some trivia, and then we're gonna get ready for this basketball matchup here later. But where we at? Falcons. I got the Ravens as an L, by the way. But Falcons. Like I said, if they go 3-1 in the division, this is an L too. I just think Atlanta is just such a wishy-washy team. You just don't know. You don't know. Their offensive line is good.
Damn.
The question to me is their defense and what are they going to do here? Is it going to be Cousins? Is Penix going to be the guy at that point? I don't know. I would bank on Cousins starting the entire season if he's healthy, but Atlanta's just one of those teams that I think if the Giants get caught slipping this year on the road, it's going to be in a game like this.
Yep.
It's going to be in a game like this. So I'm going to put this one down as an L for now.
Mm-hmm.
What you got, Coach?
I think it's a loss also. Split don't stare. Thank you.
Yeah, I think they lose this because I think they'll win the other 3 in that division. So I'm going to give them a loss with Atlanta. And I think
Okay.
Atlanta's going to be competing for a playoff spot at that point.
I think
They're
they will
definitely
too.
gonna be competing for a playoff spot in the NFC South.
Right.
The whole division's up for grabs. But yeah, I think this is a team that we can actually lose to. I can see Bijan Robinson and somebody doing something pretty decent this game. And they wind up winning the game.
Yes.
Colts. Colts week what was it 17? This is a dub. This is a dub here against the Colts. I'm saying it is. I think they beat the Colts here at home. And if the Giants are going to be any good this year, this is a game they got to get. And if they ain't fighting for playoff positioning right now, you got to get this one, especially if you lose to Atlanta like we think they are. This is a game you got to get, and I think they get it.
It's also going to be flipped. I think they could beat Atlanta and then lose to the Colts.
Possible.
I think they lose one of these games.
I do too.
The Jersey boy comes home and he wants to prove himself on his home turf. He's going to have a big game in this game. Jonathan Taylor. He like I said, he's coming home to Jersey. I'm not confident in this game, so And yes, I put our Giants on a 3-game losing streak these last 3 games. Before anybody asked me, Coach, did you just put us on a 3-game losing streak? Yeah, I did. I know I did.
I like the Falcons. I'm gonna tell you something about the Giants. When they go down to the South to play teams like the Falcons and Saints in them domes, they don't do well. And
Facts.
so I don't. Yeah, that's why if it was flipped, like if we were playing the Falcons at home and the Bucks on the road, I'd probably flip the win loss there. I'd probably pick the us to lose to the Bucks and beat the Falcons, but it ain't like that. So that's last game of the season. The
Wait, I gotta do my
Philadelphia
quotes on my shit. I gotta do it. Once a year, I gotta do it. We play the Colts. Once a year, I gotta do it. The Giants and Colts are gonna tie.
Oh no! Don't say that.
Once a year, I gotta do it. Hey, I've been right before.
Oh, we don't want to see this. I don't know. We blowing out the Falcons. I don't know about that. Falcons are a solid team.
Falcons are good. They're gonna be solid.
They're a solid team. Anthony Richardson, yeah. Will he be there? Who knows? But I just nothing about the Colts team that I'm afraid of. I mean, I know you're saying Jonathan Taylor, but if our defense is any good, and that should be our primary focus in this game. You got Pittman on the outside. I get it, but hopefully Banks can shut him down, and I got us winning that game. Eagles game, man. How y'all feeling, man? About Philadelphia.
Win. And it's not because Philadelphia is resting. It's going to be a hard fought. All the starters are in the game, and Graham Gano is going to kick a game-winning field goal.
Yeah, I think the situation matters. Are the Eagles clinched? Are the Eagles need that win to get in?
Nope. Yeah. Well, it's going to be. They're going to need it just for positioning and things of that nature. So that's why I said all their starters are in this game. All their starters.
That's why I said about the Colts game. It's a situation for the Giants. If the Giants beat the Colts at home, are they like holding on to the wild card spot? You know what I mean? Because if they do, I think they win that game. If they're out of it, that changes everything. And the Colts need the game to get in. You know what I mean? Those situations matter. Motivation. Mm-hmm. So those last 2 games, to me, a lot of that is going to play into it. You know what I'm saying? MYG,
I
need the
agree.
game to get in.
If,
more
if
motivated,
they,
Yeah, back to the wall, right?
Mm-hmm. I don't know, man.
The Giants are out of it, and the Eagles need that game to win the division title. Yeah, the Giants might give them a fight, but they're not going to beat them. They're not going to last 4 quarters. I just look at those situations. That's big.
Mm-hmm.
Well, who knows what the situation is going to be by then? I'm just saying. That's not just us. That's the whole league. Those last 2 games, a lot of those situations across the whole league play into it.
Mm-hmm. I got an L here. So I think we beat them. The first time. And like you said, if they fight for a playoff spot or a division or whatever have you. Because I don't think the Eagles is going to be like, top of the NFC this year like they were previous years. I don't think there's going to be a season where, they're going to have a division and everything wrapped up and like before. I think they're going to come back down to earth a little bit here. And so I think they'll be all hands on deck for this game right here because I think they're going to need it to get in the playoffs. So I got this as an L. Coach.
Or one of these situations also like that could play out. I know it's rare, but it could happen. Eagles Giants line up in the last game of the year, and the game is tied in the middle of the 4th quarter, and that if they end up in a tie, the Eagles win the division, the Giants get a wild card if it's a draw, and then they end up, you've seen this before. where teams don't try to score on each other because they both know that they both get what they want with a draw, and then they play to that. That situation can happen too.
Appreciate you, one tally and one
Oh,
for the super
Tally
chat.
Rand, what's going on, bro?
What's good, man? It says we passed a big hurdle and finally beat the clobbered Eagles. We also beat the two teams that beat up on Dallas, the Cardinals and the Packers. Think about it. True. And I feel like we're closing the gap in this division. I really feel like we are. Because of right now, I got us 4-2 in the division. I got to split with Philly and Dallas and sweeping the Commanders. So
Facts.
yeah, people can laugh
I'm telling you.
and joke us all we want to, man. But I really think we're starting to even out in this division. And
Hey,
to Pat's
look at
point, it starts with the lines. Our lines are better, and we're getting better.
Think about this. If we could go 4-2 in division, and we could beat the Vikings, we could beat the Seahawks, we could beat Carolina, and beat 3 of those NFC South teams, there's your 10 wins to get into the playoffs.
And that's what I said.
Did everybody give their predictions? Everybody finish with their predictions?
Playoffs. What's your prediction for this Eagles game?
Well, mine. I said it. I said
yeah.
that's a win.
Yeah. Okay. Dub.
So,
Pat,
I got. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish what you're saying. I'm sorry.
No, Miz, you got it as a L, right?
What, the Eagles?
Yeah.
Man, that's probably to me the hardest game to pick of the whole year because again, you gotta know your situation.
Yeah, you gotta know the situation.
Yeah, I know. And look,
9 out of 10 times that dictates who's gonna win that game. It does.
This is why it's fun because you're guesstimating, but you're trying to make an educated guess here. You know what I'm saying? So none of us know how the season's gonna play out. You know, we just talk.
It's a prediction.
Yeah.
But to the guys that's in here, Jay Ferries. Oh, this is the first chat room I've been in where people are more drunk on drugs than I am because you have a little bit of faith in your team.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of mindset is that, bro? Like, this is how I know people really ain't tried to build nothing in their lives. How can you go into any situation and just feel like, oh, we just gonna get killed? Like that's asinine. You might as well not even watch football. To be honest with you, we went 3-3 in the division last year. Who's to say we can't go 4-2 in the division this year and split with the Cowboys and Eagles?
We should have went 4 and we should have went 4-2 last year. We really should have. We should have won that first Eagles game.
That's true. We went 3-3 last year, and we were not good.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. Go back through the chat and take a look. And I've been watching, and it's not just us saying or trying to be positive. Now, I've watched. Everyone is saying basically anywhere from 7 to 10 wins. Go back in the chat and rewatch this segment of the video for what we're saying. But everyone, for the most part, is pretty much saying the same thing. We really are. It's just it varies in terms of different games, so on and so forth. The bottom line, more than anything, I think every last one of us Giants fans, most importantly, wants this team to be competitive. First and foremost, yes, we want wins. We want playoffs. You want Super Bowls. That's the ultimate goal that you work for. But you want to at least also be competitive. You don't want to start out the season like we did last year. You don't want to see games like that. You don't. As a competitor, I hate stuff like that.
Man,
I hate it.
Stuff just like this. Oh, 2 playoff berths in the last decade, Pat. The proof is in the pudding. Well, don't root for them. Seriously,
Is he a Giant fan?
If you're ever trying to build something, bro, and you automatically think it's going to fail, why the fuck are you even doing anything? Just sit there and let somebody just put their cleats in your face and go on about your business.
Is Blizzard a Giant fan? Is Blizzard a Giant fan?
Look, it doesn't matter who whatever. To kind of split the difference here, try to be fair here is like I always like to try to do is those fans have reason to be negative about the team. We haven't been good. But see, to Pat's point is like, if you keep that same energy,
How
then
is anything gonna change?
it's kind of that you stay in that mindset all the time. Like you gotta change your own energy about the team. You can't just say, okay, well, since they've been bad, they're going to continue to be bad, because change does happen. The NFL is a league of parity. We just seen the Giants go to the playoffs in 2022. Oh, how long ago that was. So, again, you got a right to be negative on the team. They have only had, to your point, 2 playoff appearances in the last however many years. But this man also has a right to be positive about the team, because he sees things that some other fans might not be looking at. You know what I'm saying? Because, Pat, especially a coach, and Miz, myself to a degree, we really study the game, the nuances of the game, and see things differently, from a different perspective. Now, me, I'm a little more of a fan, like you guys are. So I do have a little bit of that negativity too, because I gotta see it, but I can also see both sides of the coin. So as of right now, let's see. I got the Giants 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got them at 10 wins. I got them at 10-7. I kind of went back and forth on a couple games, one being the Atlanta game. I debated if we were going to beat Dallas on Thanksgiving. So I kind of hovered around the 9-8 win mark. But to be on a positive note, I'm going to go 10-7. That's my unofficial record prediction for the Giants this year. I got us winning the Minnesota game, winning the Washington game, losing the next 3, beating Cincinnati and Philly, losing to Pittsburgh, and then we're going to beat Washington, we're going to beat Carolina, we're going to beat Tampa Bay, and we're going to beat Dallas. That's the game I'm iffy on. And I think we're going to beat the Colts. The Saints. Then we're going to lose to the Falcons. And we're going to beat the Colts and lose to Philly.
Well, bye, Coach Dave. Bye.
Before you
Why you even come to Giant Streams, dude? Go ahead, man.
Hold on, let me just say something to Blizzard, because I don't know his age or how many years he's been a Giants fan, right? Because his statement was 9 years, 10 years, 2 playoff appearances. Look, let me say this: if you're gonna go back and look at the 10 years that's been rough, go back a little further, brother, because the Giants have given this fan base and that city some nights that teams in this league can't even dream of. They're not even allowed to dream of some of those nights. So you got to keep it real. You want to go back 10 years, say the Giants are going through a dark run here. They'll come out of it because they've gone through this dark run before and come out of it. And then you get rewarded with 2 Super Bowls. So don't forget those 2. So 4 Super Bowls in 32 years. The only team in the league that's done that above the Giants is the Patriots. And I believe the Giants have robbed 2 rings from New England. And that has to count for something big also in the middle of their dynasty run. So you can't just look at the bad. You got to stick through the bad and know that the good is coming. And the good is not you're going to get a wild card game and that's it. The good is you're going to get 2 championships at the top of the mountain in 4 years. We've done it twice. History in the NFL repeats itself. I believe that because it happens all the time. You could be a fan of many other teams that are far worse than the Giants. Trust me.
We can't judge Sean's drafts right now because he just got here. So, Jay, we can't. We gotta let his draft picks play out.
And people forget that our whole team was injured last year. Every major player on this team got injured last year before the season even really got started off. So that's another reason why I'm optimistic. I believe if that offensive line blocks, we can compete with just about anybody on this schedule. And when it happens again, I want everybody that was saying, Oh, you dudes are delusional when we was talking this noise in 2022. When the team
Facts.
stayed healthy,
Facts, yeah.
when the team stayed healthy and they had a decent offensive line that year,
I
and
picked
decent
the
for us was
prediction
28.
exactly. I
Right.
had exactly 9-8. Well, it was 9-7-1, but
If
coach
it
was
wasn't
we did
for
it.
a damn, yeah, it wasn't for a damn tie,
Mm-hmm.
you would have been right on.
All right, on.
And everybody, oh, we're gonna get crushed by the Ravens. We're gonna get crushed by the Packers, and wind up winning both those games back to back.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, you can go around and then if you want to play this negative stuff, when they start winning, don't come on here cheering like you've been cheering for the Giants the whole time. And you believed in the whole that's one of the worst feelings in the world to me, bro. You talked all this shit about me my whole time going through this process of trying to get myself back together. And then when I do it without your help, actually doing it with you tearing me down the whole time, now you want to cheer for me. Nah. Hell no. I can't rock with people like that, bro. Never will. Those people are not your friend. They are not assets. They are not anybody to you.
One championship in each decade since the 80s. That
Facts.
has to count for something.
What type of person I could put around me like that? You talking all this noise about me the whole time, and then when I finally make it, here you come cheering like you've been cheering for me the whole man. Fuck you. I don't even know you, cuz. And man, let me get out of here because I would punch somebody dead in their fucking throat. You don't come around me like that, bro.
Let's do some trivia here. Because I you know, we're gonna
Can I say one thing, NYG? Let me say one thing. Because and you know what? I do sometimes have to remind myself that a good vast majority of you guys watching right now are much younger than me. So you haven't experienced what I've experienced. So, and even, I mean, I think about the miracle at the Meadowlands. Like a lot of you guys probably don't even know what the hell I'm talking about.
Oh, I know.
But and that's from the 70s.
Yeah.
And the early 80s. I mean, you want to talk
they
misery?
just played it on NFL like right before I started the show. They was talking about the Giants and like the Giants history and everything like that. We're going to finish it off with some cool trivia,
So,
man. So
it's I get it. I mean, I don't agree with half of y'all. I don't accept your reasonings per se. For me, I look at things differently. As a competitor, I can't get strung up sometimes on all I can do is go out, keep working to get better, and that's how I look at this organization. I have to think like that because, like Pat said, then what's the sense of being a fan of the team? What's the sense of being a fan of the sport? You're going to win some, you're going to lose some.
What's the sense of even trying, coach?
Yeah, exactly. No, that's my point. It's like,
what if that
why?
team? What if the team had that mindset? You think they would win one game?
It's look. I sit and remember, and NYG Pat, y'all were there. I know y'all probably spoke to Detroit Lions fans. They went 0-16 in the season, and they still rooting for their team.
Yeah,
cheering like crazy.
You
can't tell a Detroit fan nothing, bro.
Tell them nothing about no Jared Goff. I tell you that.
It's the thrill of competition. You're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some. Yes, there's gonna be some heartbreaks. I get it. I understand it. But I guess for me, my conditioning is just you got to move on to the next because if you sit and you wallow on that, you're gonna stay stuck in misery as opposed to seeing the opportunity that could be right in front of you. It could be inches in front of you, but you wallow in the past as opposed to study from the past to move forward.
Yeah.
I just went on my little rant. Go ahead, NYG. Let's move on.
Oh, nah, you got it.
Every move the Giants do is bad. Everybody the Giants sign is bad. Everything Joe Shane do is bad. As soon as he make one move he don't like, oh, he's the next Dave Gettleman. I'm like, come on, bro. Like, if it's that bad, I'm a Washington fan because I draw the line. They didn't get one of the black quarterbacks in this draft. I'm a Washington fan now. Well, leave. Why are you still here? Please leave. You never rock with no cats like that. You can't build nothing with no cats like that, man. You don't build. I'm sitting here working my butt off. You just in the back, man. You ain't gonna do nothing, man. You ain't gonna do nothing. You don't have the mind to do it. You ain't got the toughness to do it. You ain't gonna do it. And then when I do it, oh man, you the greatest, man. I'll slap the shit out of you. Out my face, bro. Fuck, you gonna get something done and all you doing is talking. I don't get it, man. But go ahead, man. I don't want to ruin your stream, bro.
You got it, man. This is good stuff, man. You know what I'm saying, man. We
Pat,
don't run from the smoke, man. You know, we don't run from the smoke over here. We never have, never will. So, but again, you guys got a right to feel how you feel as a fan. That's all I'm saying. You know, but just think about it. When this team is and does get consistently good, just remember how you felt at this particular time. Just remember everything you were saying and just kind of reflect on that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
and go sit in the corner when they do good. Don't come out and cheer like you was cheering for them the whole time. That's all I ask. Keep it a buck.
mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's
we're all fans of the teams. Well, some of us, and Coach Dave ain't, but and we just want to see him.
That's what I'm talking about. People like him. Not D'Ayla. I know where D'Ayla's coming from.
Yeah,
I didn't even know where this Jay Ferris dude is coming from.
Yeah, crypto. Yeah, they.
But I'm talking about the Rob Zeros and all them goofy ass dudes. And Coach Dave, I'm a Commander fan. He drove the line. Well, leave. Why you keep coming to Giant Stream? Take your ass over there to Commander Streams and see how much they welcome you over there. And then when the Commanders start getting their ass whooped and the little quarterback that you praise and gets hurt, don't come back over here.
What the Commanders done in 30 years? Nothing.
Weirdos, bro. I know exactly where real fans are coming from. D'Ayla's a real fan.
Right. And crypto, man, shout out to y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm Unpopular Opinion Sports, man. I welcome all opinions. You know what I'm saying? That's why I allowed Coach Dave in the chat. Because it's an opinion.
Hold on. But Blizzard,
he's not right, but it's an opinion.
Well, Blizzard, you don't. 80% of the young fan base don't want Jones anymore. That's fine. But you can't root for him to lose because you don't like him.
Right. That's what I'm getting at.
Exactly.
That's what I'm getting at. I didn't like freaking Darnay Holmes, but I wasn't rooting for him to get smoked every third down.
Facts.
I'm like, please do something, Darnay, with your trash ass. And when he did something, thank you, sir. These dudes are literally rooting for players to lose and get hurt.
Appreciate you with the super chat again, man. Says I want to see
you,
Bird have them Cowboys spitting blood, man. I hope so.
I'm talking about the fan. When we got Brian Burns, you gave him a contract. He's overpaid. He ain't going to do nothing. He only averaged 10 sacks a game. Those dudes. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, we saw Malik Nate. Oh, he ain't going to be able to do nothing because Daniel Jones is quarterback. Those dudes. Like, nothing can be positive. Like, nothing. Anything the Giants do, nothing is right. That's the people that I can't stand. All because you want a quarterback.
He has his own platform, man. Always friend of the show, man. So
D'Ayla, man.
D'Ayla.
That was a brother. He's been around for years.
Yeah, and don't ever feel like I'm coming at you, bro. I know where you're coming from. Yeah. You can have an honest and thoughtful conversation, a logical conversation. I'm not talking about you.
Wait a minute.
I'm talking about the people like them.
We don't, personally know you. Okay, that's you're right about that. But you have the right to say that we're company men and we toe the line.
Yeah,
that's hypocritical, bro. That's hypocritical.
And all this other stuff when you came on here.
Yo, if you want to dish it out, you should be able to stand there and take it like a man.
Big facts.
Because I have issues when you call me a company man and I should toe the line. Yes, I take your words literal. As my kids always say, I'm Captain Literal. But now you want to sit here and say because people are calling you out and taking the things you say, you don't personally know me? Yo, you don't like what's being said to you? Then, like Pat said, kick rocks. I normally stand up for you. You know that, bro. I've always done that. I've always tried to give you respect. But earlier, you pissed me the fuck off. And now you want to sit here and you want to talk about we don't personally know you. Man, get the fuck out of here with your bullshit. Man, yo. Let me
You
shut up.
got it. You got it. We're gonna do New York Giants trivia, man.
That's why I'm telling them to go
to
over there
wrap
to
it out.
Commander Spaces, go over there to Commander's YouTube, and go cheer for Jaden Daniels because you're not even a fan of the Commanders.
What he wants to do is he wants to stick around so if what he says does end up right, he can come in and say, "Oh look, I told you."
Yeah.
That's the kind of person that Dave is. That's what he's gonna do here.
And he always wants to play the race card. I don't care if it's about going to the gas station. He's going to play the race card. He's going to pay for his gas with the race card. That's what he's going to do.
Look, man, everybody in this chat is of different credences, colors, nationalities, cultures. That's why I don't do the race shit. Because we all fans. We all human beings. We all love the game of football. You know
it's not about no damn race. We all love the Giants. We want to see them succeed, some more than others. But when you continue to come in here and play the race card and then you want to play victim when somebody calls you out on your stuff, that's what pisses me off about people like him. Mm-hmm. It's a difference.
Let's do Giants trivia because we got some things we need to do. So let me stop this screen.
And then even on a more personal,
I don't understand how this is what I don't understand. How the Giants traded for Burns and people found some type of negative in that. I couldn't get that, man. You just got an elite, a beast. I don't get it.
Because it's the Giants. It's about negativity, bro. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
You got a dude that was worth 2 first-round picks just the offseason before, and we got him for a second and a fifth.
Yeah, you stole him.
Stole him from the Panthers. And there was something wrong with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and I can go on an even more personal level.
To everyone other than Coach Dave, everyone else other than Coach Dave, I apologize for losing my cool like that. I should, no matter what. But there's no. There's a certain point, just like anybody else, when you push the button, you know, because you want to personalize when you do stuff like that. But then you want to, you know, like Pat said, play the victim or whatever, you know. But still, I know I should have just, you know what? If anything, just shut my camera off, mute it, and just rant and rave in silence. That's what I should have done. So to anyone who, whatever, you know, I didn't mean to upset you guys or whatever, or ruin your Sunday. That's not my thing, you know. So to all of you, as a man, I apologize to you. But, you know, I stand by my word about Coach Dave. Yo, you know what? You can go be a Washington fan. That's fine. You can stay over there. I just know for me, you're not my cup of tea. You and I can never, whatever. We can never have a discussion going further. That's me. That's how I'm going to keep it. And I'm going to leave it like there. You can say whatever you want. You have the right to your opinion. Voice whatever. I just am not going to engage you from here on out. So go ahead, Joe.
That's a fact, bro. It's just on a more personal level. Mm-hmm. You know how many people attack us on Twitter on a daily?
Every day.
You know how many people attack this man on Unpopular Opinion Sports every day just because he says one thing? You got people trying to tell Coach about football, and the man has been coaching for over 3 decades at every level except for the NFL level. College, high school, pee-wee, birth. He's been coaching for a long time. Then you got people like Miz on here who says one thing, and I've had to defend multiple times because he says one thing about one player. Oh, now he's a racist, even though he's on a stream with a bunch of black guys every day. Mm-hmm. You know how many times I had to defend Miz about that? You know how many times I had to defend myself on Twitter from people that I would literally destroy if I saw in real life? So I'm not apologizing for anything. I've had to defend this whole panel at one point in time.
Mm-hmm.
Just because we have an opinion. Just last Sunday, the dude that's talking and making it personal just came on here and called everybody basically a bunch of coons.
Yeah, Tommy G.
Literally.
They be getting on him for defending Daniel Jones too. Like it's like you can't.
It's crazy.
It's like if you don't go out here and say Daniel Jones is the worst quarterback on earth, you must be a DJ lawyer. That's how they look at you. That's how demented this fan base is. I've been one of the ones, and I'm tired of repeating myself because I don't really need to do this. At this point, I might as well just be called a DJ lawyer or whatever the fuck you guys name us. You know what I'm saying? Because we like the Giants. I don't care who's the quarterback. Me and Miz had a 2-hour conversation about this yesterday. I don't give a fuck who's playing quarterback for the Giants as long as the team is winning games. That's it.
I've called games for Mike Glennon, Jake Fromm,
Right, Tommy DeVito,
Tyrod Taylor, Tommy DeVito. I don't care who the quarterback is. Protect them and let's see what we got.
Mike Glennon.
Right.
These people act like if DJ ain't here, I'm just going to disappear. I'm not going to call Giants games anymore because I love DJ that much. No, clown. I'm a New York Giants fan, and I want any quarterback in there to be protected.
They go so far with it, man.
It's not, man. So just say it. Matt already said it. I'll say it, bro. Yo, I don't care. The Jones thing is not about him as a quarterback. It's a fucking political thing. I don't care what anybody says. That's what it's become.
Mm-hmm.
It is,
That's
man.
what they've turned it into.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they've turned it into.
Man. Because at the end of the day, the Giants are blue. No other color. Blue, bro. The helmet, the jersey. That's it.
Yeah. Right, Tommy. They act like DJ, nobody's gonna want that guy. Watch how quick Daniel Jones signs a fucking contract when he leaves the Giants. When and if ever that happens. Watch how quick, bro. Like, this dude ain't no scrub. He might not be what you want in a quarterback, but I can't look at the film and look at the games and say this man is a complete scrub.
Because if he was, he wouldn't be here.
He wouldn't be. He wouldn't have got drafted.
Right. You know how many interceptions this dude would have thrown if he's a complete bum? That's how I know you really don't understand the game. When the whole defense has their eyes on you the whole time because they don't fear anything, because they know they can get pressure with 4 guys.
Right, bookends. They go after Carl Banks, a legend.
Mm-hmm.
A legend.
Carl Banks, all type of names on there. The man had to leave Twitter because he didn't want to go off and ruin his brand, because I know he's a brand. He has whatever he has, he didn't want to ruin it because he was starting to go off on people. He was like, you know what? I'll take a break from Twitter and I'll come back. Oh, your show is boring. Nobody wanted you here. Like, what? The dude that played at a Hall of Fame level, you know more than what he does?
You forgot. He know more football than you forgot. Stop playing. Y'all don't disrespect Carl Banks like that, man. Carl Banks one of my favorite Giants, man. I don't like that shit, man.
Could it be? Could let me ask y'all a question. Is it possible? Keyword is possible. But a lot of the hate is because a lot of people bet money on him and lost big for whatever reason, and now that's just the reason why.
Oh, Daniel Jones?
I think it's more. I think it's not. I
don't think nobody put money on Daniel. You know what it is about Daniel Jones, Coach? The man was bashed as soon as he was drafted.
You know what?
The media saw the influx of what it was when they were bashing him, and they've continued it throughout his whole career. Daniel Jones makes money. I don't care what none of you dudes think. None of you dudes on Twitter would survive if DJ left football. You wouldn't know what to talk about. Everybody, look, think about it. When Lamar Jackson was supposed to get paid, who was brought up? Daniel Jones. Saquon Barkley was supposed to get paid. Who was brought up? Daniel Jones. David Carr, Geno Smith, when they got paid, who was brought up? Daniel Jones. All the new quarterbacks being brought up with their money. Why is Daniel Jones' contract that has less money over the whole entirety of the contract than the guaranteed money these other dudes get? His contract is still the worst in football. How? Derek Carr got similar money. He ain't did shit. Kirk Cousins just got $180 million, almost guaranteed, coming off a torn Achilles. Oh, DJ got an ACL tear. He will never be able to play football again. Didn't we just see Wan'Dale Robinson come off an ACL tear? What player in the NFL in the past 15 years you saw couldn't come back off an ACL tear? That's like a normal knee injury right now. It's just time consuming. But for DJ, he'll never be able to run again. He will never be able to do this again because he got a toe, because you don't want him here. That fool already running and cutting and everything. That dude ready for training camp right now.
Oh yeah, he's ready.
Let's get out of here with the Giants trivia. So I got it split into 3 teams. Chat, you can play along. Please don't Google the answers. But we're gonna get out with some Giants trivia, and we'll keep it moving and finish up the show. So I got the little scorecard here, Coach, Ms. Pat. What team did the New York Giants merge with after the 28 season? My bad.
Say the Cardinals.
New York Yankees, A. Duluth Eskimos, the Cleveland Bulldogs, or the Detroit Wolverines?
I'm gonna say the Eskimos.
I'm going.
You said the Eskimos? Coach.
I'm crazy as it sounds. I'm gonna say A, the Yankees.
The Yankees?
Yankees.
No. I'm going with Pat, the Eskimos.
Okay. Miz.
Yankees.
Yankees. All right. And the answer is the Detroit Wolverines.
Tommy.
The Detroit Wolverines. Tim Mara brought the Detroit Wolverines in 1929.
Tommy broke down
Yep,
Detroit.
Tommy won.
Tommy got that one. Good, man. Good.
Yeah, obviously, we didn't use Google, Iman. We all got it wrong.
What New York Giants linebacker was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1982?
Sam Huff. Is it Sam Huff?
Yep.
Brad
I
Van
think it's
Pelt, Lawrence Taylor,
Sam Huff.
Cal
Sam
Hubbard,
Huff.
or Sam Huff?
Sam Huff.
Sam Huff. Miz, what's your
Yeah.
answer? Miz?
Sam. Yeah. Sam Huff.
Sam Huff?
Yeah, Sam Huff.
Sam Huff it is.
Yeah, I know that.
That one was, that was.
All right, so we're going to give 100 to each player. All right. Who holds the single season wide receiver record for most yards in a season? A.
Amani.
Steve Smith.
Amani.
B. Amani
Amani.
Toomer. C. Victor Cruz. D. Odell Beckham Jr.
I'm going to Monty.
It's got to be a Monty Tuna. Because I know Odell Beckham, Odell Beckham had, what, 13? Then Amani had like 1,400 yards in one season.
I think it was Amani.
And Steve Smith was up there too. But he had the most catches. It's Amani Tuna.
Miz, you going with Amani?
Yeah.
All right. Victor
Oh,
Cruz.
it's Victor Cruz.
Wow.
Yup, Victor Cruz
Oh, he had
had
1,500.
36 yards in 2011. Yup.
Wow.
Oh,
Right.
shit.
Nobody gets that.
Wow.
All right.
We suck.
What? What year was the Giants Stadium?
1976.
Not
1976.
Open. 1976,
Yep, it was
1965,
76.
1982, 1974. Pat, coach, says
Wait a minute,
76. Miz,
I'm gonna be different. Go 74.
74. And it's 76.
76.
Yeah, it was 76, coach.
Hey, no, you
I
had
was
to
hoping
say, yeah. When he said
Because I was gonna
74, when he said 74, that's what threw me for a second. I was like, wait a minute, I know it's 70s.
Yeah, that's why I threw it in there. Little trick 'em up. Giants opening on 10/10, 1976.
Yep.
All right. Eli Manning holds the top 4 single season passing records for the Giants. Who has the second best season? Bada bing, bada boom. Phil Simms, Y.A. Tittle,
Oh, it's
Kerry
Kerry
Collins.
Kerry Collins.
Daniel
Kerry Collins.
Jones.
Kerry Collins. Kerry
Kerry
Collins.
Collins.
Kerry Collins. Y'all got it.
Yeah, that's
Right.
easy. Y.A. Tittle couldn't pass.
Different
Phil
time,
Simms,
different
I
era.
don't think
Phil Simms was this.
Wait a minute,
These two
wait.
were really close. They were really close. Collins had 4,073 in 2002, but Phil Simms I think was like 4,030 something.
Mhm.
It was real close. That's
Phil
why I threw
Simms
that
had
one in
a
there.
4,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he
he did.
Man.
That's why Phil Simms is my quarterback.
And 2017, the New York Giants led the league in sacks. How many did they have? A, 47, C, 50, B, 53, D, 62.
I want to say
53.
53.
I think
I
it's
want to say
53.
53, but that Eagles game, I know they got like 12 sacks in that Eagles
Yeah,
game.
it's
I'm gonna go with
Holman Knapp.
62.
I'm gonna go with 62.
62.
53. I'm doing
53.
50. Yeah.
Miz, what you got?
52.
You said 62? It's 53.
Oh, damn.
Coach.
Coach got him.
Coach.
Coach in the house.
Yup, they had 53 sacks in 2007. All
I
right.
thought they had more than that. Damn.
Yeah, it was 53.
They must have went off in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Because remember, they started the year off a little bit slow.
Yeah.
All right, from 1964 to 1978, known as the Wilderness Years. How many winning seasons did the New York Giants have? A, 2, B, 0, C, 5, and D, 1.
It's between 2 and 1.
2.
I'm gonna say.
I think it's 2.
I'm gonna say 1.
I'm going
0.
1, 2, 0. Coach is on
Coach is
fire.
right again.
2. 70 and 72, they had winning seasons.
I knew they had 1 in 72. I didn't know they had 1 in 70.
Yeah, imagine if there was social media back then. Oh
Man.
All right. 2007, the Giants were known for their running game, led by Brandon Jacobs, Ahmad Bradshaw, and Derek Ward. There was a fourth contributor. Who was the fourth running back on the 2007 roster?
Damn,
Tiki Barber, Reuben Drones, Madison Hedgecock,
Reuben
or Danny
Drones.
Ware.
It was either Ruben
Drone.
Drones or Danny Ware. I'm going Ruben Drones.
Drones. Coach says Drones. Who you got? Miss
Jones.
Drones.
Jones. Ruben Jones.
Guys got it. Reuben Drones.
Hey, Miz, we finally got another one.
Yeah. Reuben Jones played in 16 games, had 275 rushing
Hey, he
yards.
had
He had more than Bradshaw that year. Because remember, Bradshaw went off in the playoffs. Uh-huh. All right, the last scoreless tie in the NFL involved the New York Giants and what other team?
Washington Redskins, I think.
Yep.
Green Bay Packers, Cleveland Browns, Detroit Lions, or Washington Redskins?
It's the
I
Redskins.
have to go Redskins.
Yeah, Washington.
Lions.
Oh shit!
Really?
Yeah.
What year was that?
11-11-1943.
Damn.
Alright, nobody got that one. Alright, who led the Giants in interceptions in 2011? See, I try to mix in new information with old information, so. Corey Webster, Aaron Ross,
2011?
Antra Roll, or Kenny Phillips?
Corey
Yeah,
Webster.
2011.
Yeah, it was Webster.
Corey Webster.
It was either him or Rowe.
I'm going Antral.
Dang, I know Coach is probably right, but I gotta catch up to him. I'm going Webster.
It's Webster. You're right. Corey Webster had 6 picks that year. So, Pat and Miz.
All right, I'm almost there. Oh, it's over with.
Yeah, only did 10 questions. But Coach got that one right.
I'm 60%.
Yup. Coach knows his Giants history. That's what that tells you.
There's some old questions that threw me off.
Yeah.
43? I could have sworn it was the Redskins, but okay.
Yeah, I did too.
I'll be right back. That's fun as shit, NYG. We gotta do that more often, man.
Yeah. But I put those questions together. So I tried to mix in some new information with some old information. You know what I'm saying? So Lou, what's good with you, bro?
What's good, bro?
You missed trivia, Mr. Trivia. Yeah.
Trying to get the damn camera giving me a hard time, man.
But yeah,
Man,
Coach
where
got
you
that
going?
one. Coach knows his history, man.
No, I don't, because I'm at 60%.
Well, I did try to make some of those questions a little bit tricky. So
It don't matter. Just for the record, I won the first one ever. Okay.
you did. You did win. Yeah, you did. We played last week.
But
I see y'all in the chat had some pretty
mad I
good
missed
guesses
it.
too.
I'm mad I missed it. I had fun last time.
Yeah. Coach got this one. And we had Pat, then Miz came in. But yeah, closing statements. We're gonna get out of here because we got some important to talk about backstage. So, Coach, tell everybody where they can find you at, what you got going on, and any last words you got for the chat.
On Twitter, you can catch me at SkySpoppa, SKYSPOPPA 72. On YouTube, it's Coach A Gladney's Amazing World of Sports. On Monday, I'm streaming the Liberty versus the Seattle Storms WNBA game. He's in, touchdown! Come on! Tuesday, Heart of the City. Wednesday, Pick and Roll Podcast. Thursday, I'm streaming the Liberty and the Chicago Sky game. And next Saturday, I'll be back with another halftime coaching adjustment show, 2:00 on Saturday. Me and Philly halftime, two old farts, talking about life, sports, life, love, whatever. Just bringing a different perspective. So, yesterday we were just talking about the difference in activities from today versus years past.
Coach, I hate to interrupt, but don't nobody love no Philly fan. So y'all ain't talking about no love unless you talking about your love life. Because don't nobody love no damn Philly fan.
I got a brother who's a Philly fan, so you can't say that.
Nobody love that motherfucker but you, huh? No, let me
Man, Lou, shut the fuck up, man. Shut up, David. Nah, but the point being is that it's two people from different perspectives who, we're older. We talk to, because someone last week we were talking about parenting, and there were a couple young gentlemen who were like, "Yo, I didn't know that," and and that's the purpose. It's life is more than sports. We make sports more than what it really needs to be.
Absolutely.
So, but that's it.
You right.
No, but I know Lou, you was playing. So anybody think we? No. We just
Lou. Go ahead and tap in real quick. Tell us about the upcoming fights, man, and what you got going on Leather to the Face. That show was dope, man. Yesterday, man, with Fury and Usyk.
Well, Leather to the Face is a Saturday staple. Every Saturday, we're going to get on here and give somebody the play-by-play on who got concussed. Okay? So every Saturday night, whether it's a kick to the face, a leg kick, or a punch to the face, on Leather to the Face, we do UFC boxing. Every Saturday night, I give you my predictions of who's going to win. And so far, I'm 9-0. Haven't lost one yet. So if you're a betting man, you might want to subscribe and watch Leather to the Face. So that
I
you
can vouch for that too. He has not missed. Called it exactly. We had the same call, but you called it out. You second decision. That's what happened. Mizzaroni, man, appreciate you tapping in with us today, bro. What do you got going on, Miz in the midday, man? Talk to us.
I see you guys in late August.
It's late August.
It's off season in the Miz area. Tune in to lose Leather in the face, and maybe you see me pop on here and there.
Give him a corner out. Give him a corner out. I knew it.
Are you
Pat,
coming
you
to
there?
the draft or no?
You're talking about the draft in fucking May. We just passed the draft.
Listen, because you say yeah up until 2 weeks before the draft. That's why I'm asking.
Morning, but we're not going to the game. We're not going to a game. We'll talk about it off here.
Yeah, we're trying to. It's just that Cleveland game is 3 weeks away. It's like a month after my birthday. And my son's birthday. So that's gonna be a tight month.
But thanks for stopping by, everybody. We appreciate you. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Y'all know who you are. There was so many of y'all in the chat today. Not gonna run down everybody's name because I don't want to miss nobody, man. But you know who you guys are. We appreciate your support. You know what I'm saying? And you are the reason we do this. So, keep bringing that energy. Keep bringing them fire, unpopular opinions. Don't let nobody curb your opinion. What you think is what you think. That's why I created this show, so people can talk how they want to talk and express their opinions without getting, whatever. Banned, shadow banned, whatever have you. So, you know what I'm saying? All I ask is keep it respectful. That's all I ask. You know what I'm saying? You can say Daniel Jones can kick rocks and
don't
go
be
to the
watching
moon.
the show like this.
I don't care.
Don't be watching the show like this. Hit the subscribe button. Stop being ninja watchers.
There you
This
go.
shit is ridiculous already.
Hey Lou. Hey Lou. Assalamu alaikum.
I know it, yeah.
But y'all go sub to all these content creators. As we mentioned, man, Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports. G Nation Inside Sports with Leather to the Face. Got Miz with Miz in the midday. And of course, Big Pat, man, bringing you Giants news every day with New York Giants full access, man.
What about you?
A collective, the Big Blue Crew. You know where you can find me at, man. I'm right here, Unpopular Opinion Sports.
What about on Twitter?
Heart of the City. Heart of the City.
Mm-hmm.
Giants Conversations Sunday. Twitter. Catch me NYG22.
There we go.
I'm where there's football, where there's sports talk, I'll be around.
Exactly. Even though he's a damn Nets fan.
That's okay. That's okay.
Let's go Knicks, boy.
That's
Game
okay,
7.
Man. I do want the Knicks to win. I'm not a Knicks hater, so
Let's go
I'm just not a fan.
Rangers. Let's go Rangers.
Rangers. That's my team. That's my squad. That's my squad. Wells.
What's
What's
up,
good,
mate?
Wells? What's good, man? But on that cue, check out to Wells.
Wait. You're a Nets fan, but not a New Jersey Devils fan?
Am I from New Jersey, bro?
The Nets are from New Jersey. Now they're from
The
Brooklyn.
Nets are in Brooklyn.
They're in Brooklyn. He became a
They're in
Nets.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, but you wasn't a Nets fan when they was in Jersey, is my point.
Yes, I was.
Are you from Jersey? Ain't that what you just asked me?
Bro, There are New Yorkers that are Devils fans.
I just like fucking with him.
Right. There are New Yorkers that are Cowboys fans. I don't. So yeah.
In the world to me.
Okay.
That is the
You know
worst
what I'm
shit.
saying?
How dare you be from New York and cheer for the goddamn 1-star rated team? That's not a logo. That's a rating. That 1-star on their helmet is a rating. They are a 1-star team.
But yo, man, we appreciate y'all. We gotta handle some business, man. So we're gonna get up out of here, man. Until next Sunday, man. Y'all know what it is.
Get him!
Peace.
Yeah. Coach screaming at people.